grappling fans, from body slams to high-flying plans. Join the chat, hear the scoops. Jump in quick, don't be a stoop. We're throwing down in every match with tales and fights that you can't catch. The Marks Podcast is the place to be for every wrestling mystery.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Chimmel, the GOAT of ring announcers. And you're listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Marks Podcast, an hour early because Jacob decided he wanted to be on today, so we had to, make arrangements. And then tells me that he's off today, but we could have gone.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with that.
Hold on. Did you see Gerard's face?
Well, here's the thing with that. I wish that they would have told me.
What time is it? What time is it? Dear?
Am I being cringe on purpose? Like what?
Jacob's Corner ain't no ordinary space. He rants and raves with that fire in his face. Every word a racket, shaking up the place. The whole block hears him setting his pace.
Block hears him shitting at face. Okay, so hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, Jacob McGovern, aka Cubics. It has been about 2 weeks since I've been on the Marks Podcast. Last week I was completely absent because my job likes me to scrape pans constantly, and I like to oil these pans. I don't know, they don't tell me I should oil them, but I gotta. So last week, the Marks here talked about Britt Baker. They talked about a lot of things. I don't know if necessarily they talked about the NXT event, but I will say this before I even get into anything here tonight, and I want you guys to know this, because I have to say, Dan and Gerard, they really took over the reins, and Gerard had to talk for longer than he really wanted to, and I get that. So I'm sorry for that, because I should have been here. I feel like I let down the podcast. I let you viewers down, but that's okay, because I am here now, and I have to say that with my blue hair and everything, Jey Uso is a worse Royal Rumble winner than Vince McMahon, because Vince McMahon is the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. There we go. Get the applause going. Thank you. Thank you, Trips. I appreciate that. But no, Jey Uso sucks. I think we're still on, we haven't really deviated from what we were talking about the last time I was on the show. Jey Uso still sucks. And if I saw they had a fucking graphic, 56 days till WrestleMania. If we have to deal with this for another fucking 8 weeks or 7 Raws or how many fucking time this goes, this is dog shit. Jey Uso should, I don't know. Jey Uso should be at Women's of Wrestling at this point, because woof. But anyways, this was Jacob's Corner.
Jacob's Corner, where the truth ignites. No holding back, no silent nights. Its rage cuts through the darker lights. Every last of battle, every word of fight.
I serve cunts to the dark of night. Just saying. I'm sure that's not the fucking, the actual theme song, but, I'm sure that's what it sounds like to me. So, yeah.
I think you broke Gerard.
Did I break Gerard? What happened?
Gerard, would you like to comment? Because clearly your fan base is here and has something to say.
He
never talks for longer than he wants to.
Let me say this about that. Okay? For an hour and a half today,
What's going on, Kamal?
and an hour yesterday, I was pounding ice just to get it off my driveway. And now you tell me that I didn't need to be here an hour early.
Well, to be fair, I didn't find out until about 45 minutes ago.
Yep, this was my fault. I fully accept the responsibility for that. We have Kamal in the chat. What the hell? That's great.
It's just, guess what? Well, you know,
We got a great show for you guys lined up today. A lot of stuff's happened in wrestling, and we're going to talk about it. Jacob, since I don't want him to kill you, Gerard, what do you want to talk about first, as far as this week in wrestling?
well, first thing we can talk about is,
All right, Jacob, what you got?
let's talk about The Rock's promo.
Oh, can we talk about that actually? Because listen,
Gerard doesn't
Dan.
want your hair, Jacob. He wants your soul.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, you've given me this opportunity, and I'm extremely grateful for you. But like, I want your soul. I want your soul, Dan. Can we talk about how fucking weird that was? Like, literally, like, this is probably the worst. Not I would say the worst, because like there's a lot, but the weirdest segment I've seen in quite some time. Because what the fuck? Like, I don't want your title, Cody. I want your soul. And it's like, okay, is the Rock the fucking Undertaker at this point? Like you know, like he's taking souls, and yet we have fucking Tiffany Stratton. You know, like the fact that her nipple popped out was the fucking greatest thing about that SmackDown. Like what? like what are we doing here? And again, people can fucking be like, oh, Road Dogg is back on the writing team. But like,
you're hitting 4 or 5 topics at once. This is not Jacob's corner. We go with one and we'll go on. Jesus fuck.
I haven't been on the show in a while, so here's the guess.
So
Here's the Rock's promo was fucking weird. I'll leave it at that.
but Dan knows what I'm going to allude to. And to start the show off the right way, let's go back to Monday Night Raw. Let's go back to the main event of Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
Which Finn Balor's getting buried like a motherfucker and pisses me off, but keep going.
Let's talk about another glaring mistake by another referee. And it wasn't even close, people. It wasn't close. You know, it's getting to be the point to where I don't care what company you're in, and I hope people hear me say this, they need to get the earpieces off the frickin' referees. Because how do you have an earpiece in your ear and still fuck up?
Well, again, you and I have talked about this, and Dark Horse, welcome to the chat. Cabal, welcome. Leland, always a pleasure to have y'all. The thing that we really, you and I agree on, is that the lack of dates, the lack of house shows, the lack of in-ring practice is really starting to show, even with the referees. I mean, I go all the way back to the last NXT pay-per-view, and Bayley just was a botch fest. You know, yes, to what Dark Horse is saying and what Leland is backing up. They're just not getting the reps in, I think. I mean, that's the only difference that I can see that's going on. Maybe it's because it looks better. We can see it. How many botches have we seen consistently in the past 6 months?
Like I said, you have an earpiece in your ear and you make a mistake. Now, it used to be the biggest rule was if the referee goes down, you can always fix it. But to give it away, when you have the crowd chanting, "This is awesome," to "you suck, ref," all within a course of 5 seconds, just because he didn't want to go down. Listen, stop protecting the boys. There's nothing.
Well, okay, so the biggest problem with that in particular that killed me was that it didn't change the fucking finish. Rollins was going to go over. Why the fuck? You need 2 more minutes?
You could have still done your 2-minute schmoz and had Seth Rollins do the exact same thing.
And
when you go to the back room, listen, I said to somebody, I said, You know what I would love to see? I would love to see them go through the curtain and they get it on video where the referee can walk away. And as soon as they come through, the guy that didn't get his shoulder up, he gets absolutely scolded. Because guess what? A good referee might be making $200,000 a year. Some of these boys and girls make $200,000 a week.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that is something to be said because remember, I was watching the fucking match just in TNA. Watch Josh Alexander against fucking Santana. That camera should never have been where it was because the table didn't touch him.
TNA is probably the worst with this because I've seen it like on their pay-per-view events. Like they have weird production issues, like with their camera.
I don't think it's just. I'm saying my point is I'm not saying it's just WWE. It's just this new age of fucking wrestling where they're trying to get the hottest shot, but you're not living.
You know, Dan, I'm going to tell you this right now. When people talk about the camera angle and stuff like that, here's the question I have. You could have the best producer in the world. If the wrestler who's getting pinned doesn't kick out, I don't care what camera angle you have. It's going to look awful because he fucked up his job.
Yep.
No matter what camera angle you have, the referee can only protect so much. I guess this is what made guys like Kyoto, Koderis, Hebner so special at their job. They knew how to do a count. You never saw this with these guys. And it's because they were trained in the old school way where that earpiece wasn't in their ear. So the timing cues, they knew timing cues.
But you can't get mad at the referee when Balor didn't kick the fuck out. Well, you can get mad for the referee, not for but the same breath.
So here's the thing, like referees are told.
Referee for? Go to frick down. Go.
Well, Gerard, correct me if I'm wrong. Like referees are told to count it like a shoot, count it like a shoot. But like, I'm not sure if these referees nowadays, like I'm pretty sure like they don't know like what spots are going on.
When I'm in that ring, I count the exact way. If I know it's the pinfall or if it's not the pinfall. The only difference is, okay, I'll pause a little bit on that 3 if I know it's not to go home, just to make sure they get that arm up. You can go 1, 2, hold that up there just a little bit longer. Then on your way down, he kicks out, you go. You give that guy the benefit of the doubt that he's going to kick out. If you did your pause and he don't kick out, screw him. Go down.
So you think it's more like, do you think it's more of like the referees just not being clued in on like the finishes, or is this more like
put it this way, like I just said, referees might make $200,000 a year. These athletes, performers make $100,000 to $200,000 a week. Guess who's getting fired first?
Yep.
Not the boy, not the wrestler. But and that's why I say it's going to take the action.
Well, by that logic, Aubrey Edwards should have been fired like 5 times over then, right?
And that's why I'm saying Nick Patrick never counted slow. He would take his arm and pick the guy's shoulder up. He'd kick out. Yep. But what I'm saying is, though, these referees need to start letting the heat go on the wrestlers and not on them.
Yeah, but those referees are going to get fired, like you said.
Hey, nobody buys a ticket to watch a referee. Nobody.
Very true. But listen, like when you go to an AEW show,
somebody said it before. Wrestlers sell tickets, referees comp tickets.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like they sell Aubrey Edwards shirts.
Your buddy Gerardi's let me know about All In, so I can get that.
But here's the thing, like they sell Aubrey Edwards shirts at AEW shows. They fucking make a point. They're like, ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Aubrey Edwards. And then
another thing I did want to talk about is, we are a couple weeks now into the Netflix era. What do you think about the new production? I think it looks fantastic. The new ring, have the new setup. How do y'all feel about all that?
I think I've always been a believer in leaving the canvas alone. You don't mess with a Picasso. You shouldn't mess with the in-ring stuff. You want to put advertising everywhere around the ring? I'm okay with that. I've just never been a big fan of messing up the canvas, okay? I understand you're maximizing profits, but who are you maximizing profits for? Netflix or the WWE? Is this a way of Netflix getting their money back? Because WWE is already getting $500 million a year. Is that the way Netflix is saying, hey, we need to recoup some of that money some way? And that's the deal they made with WWE to sell advertising. We need to put names on the canvas. Like I said, you wouldn't mess up a Picasso. You wouldn't mess up, Michelangelo painting or nothing like that. But
you're really going to compare a fucking wrestling ring to a fucking Picasso? Really?
Put it this way, ask anybody who's been in the wrestling business for 25 plus years. It's more important than a Picasso.
And I'm just going to say this. I would love to drink some Prime right now.
Well, here's the thing that I feel about this. Like, yep, I'm in the same boat with Gerard. Like, yeah, the canvas, but also Leland said it like, same thing. Like he's talking about referees. I mean, I disagree with you on that, Leland, because again, we're talking about all poor, like she said, or he, I don't know. We're all pro sports announced the official names. That's true, but also SpongeBob does a fucking commentary for the Super Bowl. So like we can't really compare, like that's apples. That's not even apples and oranges. That's apples and blowjobs at this point. So like no, the fact that AEW announces that their ref is Aubrey Edwards, it's like no, they would Aubrey commands a change.
Look, I'm not a fan of Aubrey Edwards. I much like Jessica Carr better. We've established this, but you have a fucking hard on for her. What the fuck?
Well, put it this way.
Okay, Jessica Carr doesn't look like a horse. Okay,
no.
I'm not talking about that.
Audrey, I said it before. Audrey Edwards looks like Mr. Miyagi in Karate Kid. Whoa. All right,
here's the thing, Dan. You're a fan of Neebs Gaming, like right? You're a fan of Neebs Gaming. All right, you ever see a movie called Tombstone?
Yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they made that movie. There's a character in that movie called Makana Horse. Because it's literally that looks like
I get the reference, yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's Aubrey Edwards right there. So, anyways, Aubrey Edwards makes herself a point. You see, when was the last time fucking Jessica Carr fucking was out in the middle of the ring fucking dancing and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Again, we're not off topic here. But again, like, Leland Patterson put it in the chat, like, no. AEW goes out of their way to announce that. That doesn't mean that they're an official sports team. It means that
we're not talking about AEW though. We were talking.
Oh, I know, but Leland commented that, so I had to put that out there. But
and we said
no, the canvas. I agree with Gerard.
How many times do you got to say if the referees get noticed, they've done something wrong?
Yep.
All pro sports. If the referees got noticed, they did something wrong. This was the first time, I think, this year.
we got Dark Horse in the chat. Fuck yeah.
Last week.
You
weren't here last week. So.
No, I agree with Gerard. Like, the canvas should be sacred in a sense of like, I like the fact that they have the WWE logo on the middle of the canvas. Like,
hey, how many guys and girls get into that ring and wipe their feet before they get into that canvas, before they get in?
Well, and it's like they have the LED screens and all that. Like I remember when I was watching WrestleMania this past year, they had a fucking when all the Latin stars were on the screen, they had a fucking advertisement for fucking aqua frescas on the fucking on the thing. So like, it's like they literally like go back and watch it. The Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio match at WrestleMania, like literally all it's aqua fresca fucking thing. And then fucking like the Street Profits match, they had cinnamon toast crunch. So it's
hey Jacob, I'm gonna make your day. I was telling Dan earlier. Today in history was the debut of Ronda Rousey.
Oh wow! Yay! Well, was that when she came out and just went out and?
No. In UFC, today was her UFC.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Well, who cares? Like that's the thing. Who cares?
With 11 seconds to go in the first round, she won by crossbar.
Well, she also fucking wouldn't be pinned by Becky because she thought that, like, I thought it was going to be a different thing. It's like, get the fuck out of here. No,
Well, put it this way. Just like the referee messed up on Monday Night Raw, the referee in that match, he counted shoulders that were never down.
True. True. I mean, like, Yeah, I don't know. Like it is very. What were we talking about? I feel like we got.
Okay, talking about Ronda Rousey MMA, there's someone else, I guess you could loosely say we'll attach that, who was involved in MMA as well, who just got cut. Sonya Deville, right? And she spoke out recently saying that they were in the middle of
Another turning point.
She didn't get cut. She didn't get cut.
Okay,
They
I'm
let
sorry,
her
that was
contract
her contract.
expire.
But they were in the middle of contract discussions. You think that's going to be a big loss? What do y'all think?
Good riddance.
I'm going to tell you.
I hope you had the time of your life. Yeah,
because she couldn't stay healthy, Dan. Because she couldn't stay healthy, I don't see it as a big loss. But the only thing I see it as a loss is veteran leadership. Now, does it guarantee Mandy Rose never comes back? Oh, God, I hope so.
Why do you hate me? Oh, my God.
What? Hold on. What? I want to hear this.
Yeah, I do. I wish we had a Gerard's Corner right now.
No. Here's my problem, okay, with Mandy Rose.
You're gay.
She's Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton 1.0. She couldn't wrestle like Tiffany Stratton does. Couldn't do it. The only thing she had going for her was her looks. Couldn't wrestle. And
well, I mean, look at how it turned out. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, look at how it turned out. I mean, you know.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Well,
sure. She said, "Oh, I went online and made more money online than I did in the wrestling business." Then what the hell were you doing in the wrestling business in the first place?
Because she actually enjoyed it. They fired her because she was one of those people who was upset because they can't have side hustles.
I mean, to be fair,
right?
Like, let's put it like this.
You both understand this.
One at a time. Okay, Jacob, go ahead.
Okay. So Zelina Vega had a Twitch. All right, let's put it like that. Like this is where all this shit got started. Zelina Vega had Twitch,
and Paige had Twitch.
Well,
we all seen the Paige.
We're talking about Paige. Fuck Paige. You know, Xavier Woods and Brad Max have already done that, so we don't need to talk about fucking Paige. So, anyways, like Zelina Vega had a fucking Twitch, and that's what started with this whole third party shit. Mandy Rose literally was out there like showing her bare ass and like her bare titties. Like again, like I'm not saying like, hey, women, do what you want. Good job. But like, no, if like you got to look at it like Mandy Rose was doing this like under the radar until people found it out. Like, because again, I'm a part of the community. I know things. So like it was figured out. Like, hey, I'm like, man, it was underground. It was like an underground thing. Like it was like, hey, Mandy Rose is like basically like showing her whole ass like on this like fan page if you pay for it, and like it was like a whole underground thing. And then it got brought up to light because so many people were like, wait, she's actually showing nudes on this website? Like what? And then it was separate from WWE, and then WWE found out about it, and then bada bing, bada boom, you know, the cow says moo. So, you know, that's what happened. And again, I'm not faulting Mandy Rose. Go crazy, shit. You're a better shower of your tits than you ever were a wrestler. So Godspeed. But again, like, you know, is this like really shocking? Like Mandy Rose came out like 3 weeks ago saying, well, Tiffany Stratton came out and stole my lines, you know.
And then she walked it back.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, it's like the only lines you were taking are from Tino Sabatelli, so you can't really, again, God bless her heart, she's doing God's work.
I will argue that because Tiffany Stratton is far more athletic than half the fucking bras that are walking around fucking shit. I mean, tit pop aside, it happens. But what she's been doing in that ring, what she did in NXT, what she's doing, she is athletic as fuck. She is. If you were to take Lita, Trish, to all those past divas, they don't hold a candle to her. I don't give a fuck. I'm a true Tiffany Stratton fan. I liked her in NXT. I told everybody, watch her in last year's Elimination Chamber. Watch what this girl does, and she did not disappoint. I'm so glad she's getting her flowers right now. I hope she destroys Charlotte Flair. I hope that she fucking takes that bump. God knows what's going to happen. But fuck that. No, you may argue about the Jey Uso thing. I will argue if Tiffany Stratton does not beat Charlotte Flair, it's a fucking travesty.
No, and the fact that they brought the fact that Trish Stratus is involved in this tells me everything that I needed to know, because Trish Stratus, like, she had a match with Charlotte. She had a match with Alexa, I feel like. And there was nothing to no fanfare for that. But like this, she comes out of nowhere and it's like, okay, well, it's like, that's where I feel like Tiffany needs to win this because like if Charlotte wins at WrestleMania, like what? We're really going to have fucking Joan Rivers, like,
Well,
Chromopulous Joan Rivers win the fucking world title. Like, come on, man.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure the only reason why Trish Stratus is involved.
Got NF Punk in the chat too. What the hell, people?
It's because I think it's because of
became Shag's son.
I think the only reason why Trish Stratus is involved because the pay-per-views in Toronto. Okay, so let's go that. So we can go with that. Now, when I meant talking about the other thing is when it comes to Mandy Rose and stuff like that, and these people who do their third-party stuff, okay? Under the old regime, the third-party way was, hey, I made you, I will break you, right?
Yeah, they did, and they took like fucking 60% of their fucking money.
Listen, Major League Baseball players and stuff like that, you sign a contract. Your likeness and image and stuff like that. You got to sign contracts for all your likeness and images. Okay? Bill Russell used to play basketball for the Boston Celtics. He couldn't give an autograph to anybody because he actually signed his autograph away to a licensing thing.
That's dumb.
Oh, he made money just to sign his name. My thing about that is this. Mandy Rose and all these other people who want to do the third-party things. We've seen the good on the third party, and we've definitely seen the bad, even though Jacob will take that bad every day, twice on Sunday,
What?
You like tits, Gerard? Is there a problem with tits?
No.
No, there's a problem. There's a problem with tits.
I bet you he has the Page video on rewind right now.
He has the fucking.
No, that one's not that great because like I've seen better than Paige. Like, so that's the thing.
Hey,
like,
listen,
no, I'm not gonna watch Paige shoving shit up her ass for 2 hours.
He might have somewhere in China. He might have somewhere in China on speed dial.
Okay.
I don't know.
No, again, I'm not gonna talk. Like, again, I'm not gonna watch fucking X-Pac, try to fuck China for 2 hours.
No, we're not going down that fucking route. We're done.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, again, I don't care that Tiffany's balloon tits popped out of her fucking chest and we saw a tit slip. The fact that was the best part about SmackDown is everything that you need to know because SmackDown was just terrible. I think that it has to do with Road Dogg writing again. But Tiffany Stratton, she's over in a way that like it hasn't like next to Rhea Ripley. Like it's like she's organically getting over with the Tiffy time shit, and it's like.
Okay, so you're okay with Tiffany Stratton getting over and fans loving her and they wanted to win and they want all this stuff from her. So why the fuck? Look, I'm not sitting here arguing with you about your decision, but why are y'all both giving Jey Uso all this fucking shit? He's clearly
because we're not going to put Enzo Amore in the main event of WrestleMania, okay? We're not going to put Enzo in the main event of WrestleMania. We're not going to put fucking James Ellsworth in the main event of WrestleMania. There was a time where during that 2017 SmackDown and Raw where every single chant was Ellsworth.
Okay, so but Jey Uso is clearly better in the ring than both of those guys, and you cannot deny fucking fan reaction. When's the last time you heard an encore for a fucking entrance?
Well, let me ask you this. Regardless of the encore for the entrance, right? Let me ask you a question. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Can somebody give me an argument? Where does Jey Uso go if he wins?
That's not the point.
Nowhere. No, that is the point, Dan.
No, okay. Oh, listen, man. I told you all this last week. I said it the week before. Here's the deal. What have I always said? It is the money is in the baby hunting for the title. If fucking Jey loses it the next month, hey, shit happens. You get another fucking killer hill.
No, if he loses at WrestleMania, he's done. He's done. There's nothing.
And he can come out. Okay? And if he does, it happens. Go back to Edge and fucking Jericho. Edge won the Royal Rumble. Oh no, he tried.
That's a big leap. I feel like that's a big leap.
Okay. Let's go back. Cody the year before.
No, it's Jay. We're talking about Jey Uso. We're not talking about we're talking about.
Okay, well, I will argue that the fan support for him right now was bigger than fucking Edge to win the title.
Listen, I love this. I love it. I love it. Okay, I love it. Okay, don't get me wrong.
Great.
I didn't want Cody to win as much as I wanted Roman to lose. If that makes sense.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't care about Cody winning. I wanted Roman to lose that title so bad. Why? Because I couldn't stand the fact they were talking about a guy who had a title for 1,500 days and defended it 70 times in those 1,500 days.
Even calling it 70 times is too generous because he didn't.
I think it was 70 times.
You can dislike that, but you're not going to sit here and tell me that Roman did not build that company, put it on his back, and build a fan base.
Oh no! Listen, listen. I'm not saying he didn't do his job. I'm just saying I couldn't wait for him to lose it.
But that's what you want in a good heel. You look. There's two kinds.
All right. So is it a good heel, or is that just Gunther is too damn good that we don't want
They haven't. Look, I don't think they've given Gunther the proper meat to eat. I don't think they fed that beast the way they should have. If Gunther was going and went to a fucking been unstoppable like he was with the Intercontinental title, it'd be different.
Hey, once again, let me ask you this. I've said it before, Dan. Andre holds the title going into WrestleMania and Hogan wins it, it blows him up.
Yeah.
If Gunther was chasing Jey Uso right now for that title, would the story be better right now?
The story would be better, in my opinion, and here's why. Because
can we highlight NF Punk's recent comment, because that is actually beautiful. Yeah. So okay, again, it'd be different. It would be different.
Let him answer for me, Jacob. Let him finish. Let him finish what I just asked.
Here's what I'm saying. As far as Gunther was going after yes, because it's the unstoppable challenger going to destroy a vulnerable champion. That no one, the Cinderella story, it's kind of like when Ray had the belt. How the fuck is Ray going to beat anybody? That's what would have made that story better. But that's not what we have right now. You can dream book all day long, but this is what we have.
Would you say Gunther has suffered because he became the champion?
I would say he suffered more becoming the champion because he was put out there to cut promos as the champion.
This is the thing about Gunther that made him so good as an Intercontinental champion. Y'all tell me if you agree or disagree. Every week he had a new challenger, and he wasn't beating him by cheating. He wasn't beating with some chicanery. Gunther was beating motherfuckers by his own talent and then laughing afterward.
I could watch him, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre every day, twice on Sunday, with the brutality they had in those matches.
But you can't. Okay, but the longevity, you can't do that. You cannot do that to a guy. He won't.
Well, okay, so how do you feel about longevity when we have fucking 6 more weeks of this with Jey Uso coming out? Oh, yeet, I'm here, yeet, and then Gunther, oh, you're
now. Hey,
to
make your point, to make your point valid,
this for 6 more weeks.
I'm going to put it like this to make that point valid. Okay, so next Saturday night, March 1st, is Elimination Chamber. We have 7 weeks from Elimination Chamber to WrestleMania.
Put Dark Horse's comment up real quick. That last one. Put it up. They put a mid-Carter and Rhodes in the main event Mania the last 2 years. Jey Uso is much better than Cody. I agree with that. The only reason that people wanted Cody in that last year was because they wanted him to finish their story. It was a better alternative. Hold on. There was a better alternative than putting fucking The Rock in there. Nobody really gives two shits about Dwayne and fucking Roman.
Let me put it like this. When I see Dark Horse's comment, the only thing I would say about that is, as a tag team wrestler, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, as a tag team wrestler, Jey is way better than Cody.
As a tag team wrestler, absolutely.
No. No. No, it's this is completely different. We're not putting Enzo Amore in the main event of WrestleMania.
That is not even a fair comparison. Enzo Amore.
It's completely fair because Jimmy is the better wrestler of the two. But the fact that both of them are both cut from the same yeet coin. I don't know.
It
Both of
doesn't
them can't
fucking
cut
matter,
promos.
Jay.
The good part is, I'm glad we're having a discussion because I'm going to tell you this right now. Can somebody close the fucking book on finish the story? Can we close that damn
know what?
book?
Yes.
That's perfect. That is perfect because that was actually the main topic for this actual episode. The Elimination Chamber comes up this Sunday. Before that fucking travesty of a promo The Rock did on Friday, I made the thumbnail. I showed it to you guys, and there's a reason behind it. The Elimination Chamber has had so many different fucking ideas of how it's going to play out. One of the most popular ones is that John Cena is going to win it, go to WrestleMania to face Cody. Anyway, the other is that CM Punk's going to win it, whatever it may be. But ultimately, I truly believe that the Elimination Chamber spells the end for the reign of Cody Rhodes. I don't dislike Cody Rhodes. He is a popular guy. He's selling Jack. What the fuck are you doing?
I want to show the person who should go to WrestleMania.
Are you having a seizure? Are you having a fit
No.
right now? What's happening?
I mean,
This is the person who should
I want
go
to address.
WrestleMania.
I want to address Machiavelli's comment, though. I want to
Time
address
out.
Machiavelli's comment.
Time
I
out.
want to address Machiavelli's comment because I'm not sure who that is. But
That's
no,
Cabal.
I do not hate Enzo. I do not hate Enzo Amore.
Yes, you
On the
do.
contrary, I love Enzo Amore. I've met the guy. He's a fucking great guy. I had one of my dogs was named after Enzo Amore until he got killed by a fucking rattlesnake. But that's neither here nor there. Okay? So either way, no, I love Enzo Amore. I will not stand for that slander and that allegation. So no,
I'll say this:
will
Dark Horse put it out there, and I love this idea. It's not the idea that I think is going to happen or that I'm fantasy booking in my head, but Dark Horse had a conversation with me the other day, and he said I don't know if he believes this but he brought the idea to me. They're going to make possibly John Cena The Rock's corporate champion. John Cena.
I had the discussion. I think John Cena is going to be organically turned heel. Now, in case you don't know what I mean by organic, die, Rocky, die.
That's been the same thing for his whole career. 90% of John Cena's career, they've hated him.
No, I'm saying is though, when The Rock came in, he was ultra babyface. I think they're going to be without John Cena doing it, without him saying a damn thing. They're going to make the fans are going to make John Cena.
No, you know why? Because everybody's to the point where they're with Cody that they were with Cena. They're tired of Cody.
And what I'm saying is,
I think
Cena is going to be
Logan
organically
Paul,
turned heel.
honestly, I think Logan Paul is the factor in here because I think either Punk or Cena is facing Logan Paul at WrestleMania.
We talked about that, Jacob. And this is okay. Before it goes out there, and
Wait a minute, hold on.
Hold on.
Logan Paul isn't even in the picture. Where's he at here? He's nowhere near there. He's not even in it.
He's in the chamber match. He beat.
He's in the match though. That's the thing.
Who did
So
he
I
beat?
think either Punk, Haas.
Hold on.
Because
Look,
these
this is
six
my
guys
fantasy
right here.
book. Look, before we get to Elimination Chamber, this is my fantasy book. All right. I think that something's going to happen with Damian Priest and McIntyre. That's going to. So my theory is that Damian Priest is going to eliminate McIntyre. McIntyre is going to be a poor sport. Claymore kick the shit out of him, which will cost him the match, setting up their match for WrestleMania. That's one. I think that John Cena could be eliminated or fucking vice versa by Logan Paul, which will set up their match for WrestleMania. I think that something's going to happen. Roman's going to visa fucking Shawn Michaels, kicking the Undertaker in the face. I think Roman's going to enter that chamber. He's going to spear fucking Rollins, costing him the match, sets up their match, and you're going to have Punk versus fucking Cody at WrestleMania. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want a bunch of triple threats. I don't want a fatal four-way. Fuck that shit. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, let's say what you say about the corporate champion. Having Punk being the corporate champion, turning heel, and join forces with The Rock, I feel like would be so interesting because, people are saying that Cody's going to be the one to turn heel, and then, Cody as a heel
is excellent. Don't get it twisted.
But not in this circumstance. I feel like if you put Punk as the heel against Cody, then you got money. Because again, imagine the turn when Punk if Punk becomes the corporate champion. Imagine the mind fuck that people would feel like about that situation. Because he said when he first came in, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. Right? So better?
Okay, but this is where I'll argue that I do think Cody is a far more. I'm not saying he's on Punk's level, But if you go back to when he was in Ring of Honor and he had the Ring of Honor and
To be the corporate champion, yeah, I think so.
I
It might
think,
work.
no, I think that Cody is a damn good heel, and he established that during his indie run. The man can be a good heel. I don't
think he likes being a heel, though. That's the thing. I don't think he really likes it because he's got on record. He's like, yeah, I really like the fan. I want the fans to like me. So like, I don't think he's really good at like being a heel, like in that sense, because like he's a good heel. Like when he like you said, when he had the Ring of Honor, I love that shit. I wish that they would have kept that going, like having like the Ring of Honor, like that made it legitimate.
I will say this. Hey, Dark Horse, they've sold over 90,000 tickets. Okay? That's all I gotta say. They sold over 90,000.
They're not going to have trouble selling WrestleMania.
No. I look at it like this. If you do $100 a ticket at 90,000, you got a $9 million gate. I don't care.
We're talking about
$9 million gate.
We're talking about 2 nights.
No, that's what I'm saying. You've sold over 90,000 tickets over 2 nights. That's
what's the gate? I'm sorry. What's the venue? Like, how big is the venue?
60,000. So you're talking about
you've sold
they sold 90,000 out of 120. Okay.
Yeah, but nothing. Anything less than a sellout for them is bad.
No, what I'm saying is though, you got a $9 million gate so far. You haven't even gone into the building
I don't
yet.
give a shit. They want to sell it out. That's trouble selling it.
But I'm just saying is though, they got a $9 million gate before they put before they even done one match so far. Now, a lot of people are gonna depend on their WrestleMania. What goes on this next Saturday? What goes on next Saturday? If they do it right, you're going to see a lot of WrestleMania tickets go if they do it right.
And what's that? What's right for business, Mr. Corporate Man?
What's right for business, in all honesty, okay, is you got Gunther and Jay. I want to see Cody. Cody and this guy.
Okay.
And that guy turns full-blown heel at WrestleMania.
Well, let me ask you this then. What is the favor from Paul Heyman?
That guy has a beast to beat Cody Rhodes.
Brock is not coming back after apparently wanting to be pissed on. It's not happening. But what I will say is I think you have a point there. I think Roman, because Roman's not in the chamber.
Yes, he is. He's right behind me.
No, that's Logan Paul supposed to be there.
No.
Roman's not in the
Roman
chamber.
Reigns right there.
Wife! What? Is Roman in the chamber? I don't know. Somebody find out for me. I don't think Roman's in the chamber.
It says, it says Toronto right there.
I understand that. Look, if that was right, then Logan Paul would be on that fucking screen. You're wrong.
That's what I'm saying. Logan Paul ain't even in yet.
Kicking in.
Hey, listen, you. I will come and smack the hell out of you. If you smell, listen, even though this is a Texas guy,
yeah,
I'm not showing the Hulk Hogan beer.
Yeah. Oh, the only way you're going to show that shit is if you get hit in the head with it and you're suing his ass. Right here, it tastes like fucking natural light. It tastes like piss.
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me? I feel like my mic's like low or something.
No, we can hear you.
Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, John Cena, Seth Rollins. I'm assuming that's Damian Priest.
Yep.
Or could be Shinsuke. I don't know. And Logan Paul.
No, Roman.
So how did he come out then? Because there's a picture of him right there.
Then they were wrong.
Okay, they got it wrong.
They like to advertise people that aren't there so people could buy tickets.
Oh, no. Here's the thing. If you ever look at a ticket, what's it say? Card subject to change.
It's what is changing.
Okay, so here's
the fucking
here's
favor.
my.
I believe it. Hold on. The favor's gonna Jacob.
I'm
the
sorry.
favor's gonna be Roman's gonna take out Seth and make sure that fucking Punk wins. It's gonna come. I'm just kidding me now. It's going to be Punk. It's going to be fucking Seth at the end of that. Roman's coming through the grate. He's spearing fucking Seth. Punk's going, and you're going to get your wish, and he'll be a fucking heel against Cody.
I'm okay with this.
Say this. That was
beautiful. You know why I'm okay with this? And I'm going to tell you why I'm okay with this. Okay, all right. Here's why I'm okay with this. I've said it for the past 3 months. We are missing the money in the bank.
No, we're not. Right
Yes,
now,
we are.
No, we're not.
Let it go. We're fine.
No, but I agree
pull the
because
car
the
over,
money in
damn
the
it.
bank
You what?
because
I
the
will
money
pull
in the
this
bank
car
was
over.
wasted.
You pull the
It
car
was
over.
wasted the way it was. I feel like Gerard feels the right way in that
I
situation.
agree with him. The
But-
money in the bank was wasted.
But here's the thing. I think we got Damian Priest in this match, right? Okay. So, like Dan said, I think Damian Priest, he's going to get taken out very early. Probably might even be replaced by one Drew McIntyre. I think like that might be the way they're going to go with this.
Drew McIntyre
But I
is in the
think that they should go another way. I think
Drew-
that they
Drew's
should
in the
have
Let me ask you
I
this,
think that
Jacob.
once Damian Priest gets taken out of the match, he should get taken out by a masked man, by Drew McIntyre's friend, by
Jacob,
one
let
and
me ask you a
only.
question.
Don't you play that
You're the
song?
booker. No, I want to know one thing.
Jacob, turn that off. I'm not getting fucking struck for that shit.
Hey, Jacob, let me ask you a question. You're the booker. Who would you have Logan Paul go against at WrestleMania?
CM Punk, realistically, because John Cena's last match should not be against Logan Paul at WrestleMania. So
It's not
realistically,
it's going to be until September.
no, but his last WrestleMania match should not be against fucking Logan Paul of all people. CM Punk could have a match with Logan Paul and afford that because, again, like this isn't CM Punk's last WrestleMania match. He could afford that happening. And imagine the build-up for that. It'd be fucking funny.
I think we're going to see a three-way. I know you guys are thinking crazy. I think we're going to see a three-way between that guy right there, and this guy over in the corner at WrestleMania, right there. I think we're going to see a three-way. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns.
We have other speculation. Someone says, Dark Horse says Logan Paul versus Bad Bunny.
I think
Bad Bunny
wins
has
that
not
one.
been involved with anything of doing with the show.
You know,
Look,
it's funny. Before we get going,
both of y'all are wrong because y'all don't forget about the money match that's going to main event WrestleMania this year that no one's talking about that was set up in the Royal Rumble.
hey,
Braun Breaker versus I Show Speed. Main
Hey.
event of WrestleMania.
here's one for you that we haven't mentioned yet. Oh, when the Saints go marching in.
Let's talk about that.
Oh,
too.
when the Saints.
On WWE Next, as fucking Gerard likes to call it, we had the contract signing of one Ricky Saints. My wife's favorite wrestler, Ricky Saints.
And why did he change his name to Saints other than Starks? Because his favorite football team is the New Orleans Saints.
But that's not why he changed it. He didn't use Ricky Starks because they were assuming he didn't want WWE to have the rights over his name. That he's had Ricky Starks for years.
Well,
listen,
WWE
we're
doesn't
not
have a
going
John
into
Cena's
a
name.
situation where his name completely got changed. Like that's where I'm at with this situation because again, major Ricky Starks fan right here. I've been a fan of his since when he first showed up in NWA, became the NWA World Television Champion. It was fucking beautiful. You know, so Ricky Starks has always been like I've always had a fan right here for Ricky Starks, but him coming in as Ricky Saints really doesn't mean shit because I feel like he could get it over more than I feel like anyone else could. It'd be different like if he came in as Trill London or like whatever the fuck they thought people like he was going to come in with a completely different name. I knew he was going to be Ricky something. I'm like, I was kind of prepared for myself. I'm like, he might not be Ricky Starks. He might be Ricky something.
Are you doing the Booker T? No, it's like this, Gerard. Okay, you damn boomer.
Wait, no, it's like a, you know, you got to get more like affectation. You have to be more gay with it.
Hey,
but,
I got to say this to Machiavelli, okay?
That's Cabal.
There's no wrestling anymore.
just call yourself Cabal, bro. Like, no,
Ted
like, we all know
Turner.
who you are.
Ted Turner does not have anything to do with wrestling anymore. Jeff Jarrett.
Gerard.
Cabal, I will say, I'm not calling you Machiavelli because that's just fucking lame. Cabal, like, go back into wrestling because I guarantee you it's way more interesting than you think
It
it
has
is.
gotten a lot more interesting. Cabal it really has.
Well, especially because Cabal's fucking funny, especially like when he comments on shit. Like he'd be a really good.
Okie Cubits.
Yeah, there you go. See, I told you, Cabal.
Well,
No, but seriously, back out.
NXT and not next. NXT has got some other new signings that are fucking very interesting. Did you all see the fucking debut of Tara's other favorite wrestler, Moose? He was going to be taking
About damn time.
I'm not a big, and I will admit this, I'm not a big TNA guy.
You don't like tits and or ass?
But I will say this. Cross promotion in all wrestling is good for all business. You might be laughing when I say this. I would love to see a WWE AEW cross promotion. I would love to see
that's not funny at all.
I don't mind seeing an all wrestling cross promotion because why? At the end of the day, it's what's best for business.
This motherfucker
Well,
loves
I've said it for years, and I really think
was that?
they would benefit.
You love the authority, didn't you?
Listen, power of the people.
Let's not talk about that, dickhead.
People power. People power. It's all about people power. No, but literally, I've said it for years. I feel like if
Wait.
they were to come together,
Jacob, we, the people.
the people, man, I love that shit. No, but like if I've said this for years, if somehow the powers that would come together and make like a big old wrestling event, like a week-long thing, or like a weekend thing, like Coachella, like a wrestling type thing, like that. I'm not joking. Like I'm being serious. No, I'm not. I'm being serious. Like if they actually like cross like a big ass event, all these multiple man matches, all these cross promoted matches.
Look, I'm just saying,
over like a weekend.
Coachella is not what you really want in life. I'm just saying, Jacob.
I'm not saying it like it should be a festival with a bunch of fucking people, drowsing over themselves. I'm saying like if they have like a 3-day event, like with like a fucking like cross promotion, AEW, WWE, New Japan, all these big super shows, that could work. Like that really could.
They don't. They're not going to, and that's something
they're not going to, obviously. But like like Charlie's not going to open up a chocolate factory, down the street. But like
But okay, but
wishful thinking.
That is something I do want to talk about because the potential was maybe there earlier this week. We found out some stuff, but another fucking signing that just is just killing it right now, and just her fucking presence. Even though I don't know if Jacob likes her or not. Jordan Grace looks like she fits like a glove in NXT.
I would love to see Jordan Grace
right within Scott Steiner, right within I don't know who's the other one. Fucking Nathan Jones, who's the other one?
Listen, Jacob. Who I would love to see Jordan Grace run a program with right now is Ivy.
Wellness policy.
Ivy Nile.
You said the wellness policy?
Yeah, that's her best feud. That's going to come up soon.
I think if her and Ivy Nile could run a program with each other, I think it would be a great.
Where the fuck has Ivy Nile been? But doing backstage promos. She's supposed to get a shot at the Intercontinental.
Listen,
title.
they got rid of.
This fucking Ivy Nile thing pisses me off. It does because you have this fucking. Not Isla Dawn. What the fuck is? I can't remember her name.
No, Isla Dawn. No, I'll talk about Isla Dawn.
Hold on. Who's the Intercontinental champion? Right? She's slipped my name right now.
Lyra Valkyria.
Who hadn't done shit. Dance around it.
Oh man, I would love to do
I gotta tell you, I'm glad you bring up Ivy Nile. I'm glad you bring up Valkyria because I gotta say this on Friday Night SmackDown, watching a Canadian wrap herself in an American flag. Wondering why she's not on the card at a Canadian pay-per-view.
Don't talk shit about Jacob's favorite wrestler. Chelsea Green.
We're not gonna listen. Chelsea Green.
Jacob's corner ain't no ordinary space. He rants and raves with that fire in his face. Every word a racket, shaking up the place. The whole block hears him setting his pace. Truth ignites. No holding back, no silent nights. His rage cuts through the darker lights. Every round's a battle, every word a fight.
Like they stopped me before I could go on my horny rant about Chelsea Green.
You were fucking muted. No one could hear you.
No, you muted yourself, you momo.
Oh, am I a fucking moron? I guess I am.
Okay, go ahead and talk about Chelsea Green now.
Chelsea Green is the best, and I am horny for her more than I've ever been for any wrestler ever. So listen, like you weren't missing much with that rant because it was me eloquently explaining why I'm horny for Chelsea Green. But here's the thing: Chelsea Green maximizes her fucking moments more than I've ever seen anyone in the past, like maybe 10 years, like as far as the women's division goes. You have Lyra Valkyria looking like she's drowning out there. And then you have fucking like you have Tiffany Stratton, you know, because her nip slipped, like her nip had to come out for her to be relevant.
She's excellent. That's for you.
Like again, like I'm telling you, like Chelsea Green is doing the most, like out of everyone.
She's again, no one can deny that she's over. I mean, they think the
and we were talking earlier. They had to send Bayley back to NXT to help these women out because Roxanne. Hold on, listen to me. Roxanne as a heel is great. Cora Jade, I don't know what happened to her. I think the implants kind of fucked up her thing. I don't know what happened. But Bayley had to compromise in that match that she was in.
Bullshit. Bayley was botching more than anybody in that fucking match. And I was telling Gerard this last week that
Cora Jade couldn't see her equilibrium was off because her titties were in her fucking face like that. Like,
look, what I'm saying in that match, you had Cora.
I'm sorry, Cora Jade is younger than me. Again, listen,
fuck down. Cora Jade was doing okay in that match. Julia was a second to none of that match, and fucking. And fucking, I'm sorry, the Prodigy was doing amazing as well. Bayley looked like she actually was slowing down a step, and she botched more than anybody in that fucking match. Because she had to compensate for someone. She had to compensate for other people. I'm telling you, that's what it was. Like, I'm telling you, Cora Jade's equilibrium was all off because of her tits. They were throwing her off in that match. They were smacking her in the face. Like I'm not a sexist pig, but like, listen, like if you are a sexist pig, but that we still love you.
No, but like, listen, like if you're that, like she did not need to do that quick of work done onto herself that quickly. No, like, I'm sorry.
The fucking knee.
She had like she's gotten work done way too fast. Like I'm telling you, like I don't know what it is, but you know, I am a fan of tits, and like when I see them get expanded like that much, it's just you know, it's a blasphemy. Anyways, you know.
What if Heyman has been working with The Rock the whole time? His favorite of Punk was being handed the title.
I don't think so, because Punk is like his character is too much like I'm a work man. I work for my shit. So like I think it's more
Punk has the ability to switch over like nothing.
That's the thing. So it could work. I feel like it could because. You were missing the Heyman has a lot of connection to the bloodline too, so like we're missing, you know.
There's a reason that Roman is not in the chamber. There's a reason why Roman has been out. Roman and Seth is going to happen. We know that.
Hashtag cubics for tits. All right, we're putting that out there. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The comments. I saw a comment.
Well, wait a minute.
You guys wanted me back on the show.
I'm glad. No.
Listen, I'm gonna. If you got to do it like that, I'm gonna quote Ron White. Now, if any of y'all don't know who Ron White is,
we know who Ron White is. Just say the quote.
He says, "Hey, what's the problem? You see one bare boob, you see them all." He goes, "No, I see one bare boobs. I want to see them all."
That's what happens when you have a Yankee over here trying to fucking use a northern or southern fucking accent.
Listen, he's a man after my own heart. He drinks scotch.
All I'm saying is there's a reason why Roman is not in the chamber. There's a reason why they took him off television because he got fucking curb stomped. And why that was such a big deal at the Royal Rumble because they're setting up the seeds for the fucking rubber match. Again, during that fucking title reign of Roman's, he never beat Seth. At the Royal Rumble, he never beat Seth. You're muted again.
How important is it, right? Okay. How important is it between Roman and Seth? If you could,
I'm muted, Jacob.
To see if we could ever find a way.
What did you do? What did you do? What did you do?
If you could find a way miraculously, right, for John Moxley to get involved.
That's not going to happen.
No, I'm not saying is. I'm only asking is. Who could be John Moxley?
Anybody at this point. He's taking trash in AEW right now.
Who could be that John Moxley character, that third guy? Who haven't we seen on TV recently?
If you're trying to say the fucking like build that shield heat, they're not going to do it. Nobody else can fit that.
Does Solo come to Roman's rescue?
No, Solo. You're there. You're back, Jacob.
Oh
Solo is facing fucking Jacob at WrestleMania. We know that. That's happening.
Yeah, I'll kick Solo's ass in the main event of WrestleMania.
And there's a song for you called "The King of Wishful Thinking."
No, can you imagine me versus Solo at WrestleMania? Like the massacre that would happen. Like
that'd be like that's like James Ellsworth versus Andre.
No, it'd be worse than James. Like, dude, James Ellsworth probably has better physique than I do. I'm just coming out there with my blue hair, just like.
Listen,
you're out of order.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. This woman right here might kick your ass. This one right there. Yeah.
Which one? Jay Leno or Naomi?
Say their fucking names.
Jay Leno?
Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan.
Oh, I would let her kick my ass 12 times till Sunday. But like... All right, listen. Like, can we talk about the women's elimination chamber match? Like, who's in that? We got Naomi.
Hold on. Because clearly Gerard has showed up with false fucking advertisements.
Yeah, we got Naomi. We got Bay Leno. We got Nia Jax. We got who else? Bianca Belair. Got Io Sky and Liv Morgan. Okay, so let's just assume that Naomi and Bianca aren't going to turn on each other.
The winner for this one goes against who?
Rhea.
Who cares?
Rhea.
Oh, there we go. Okay, well, I care.
It's going to be fucking Io.
Right there.
It has to be Io.
Bianca.
So, like, we're not going to have Bay Leno win it because fucking Roxanne's going to probably interfere.
No,
Roxanne's in the match, right? Roxanne's in the match, right?
Wrong.
Yeah, the poster's wrong, Gerard. What are you doing?
That's what. Hey, this is what it said.
False advertising. But anyways, Roxanne's in the match. So Roxanne's going to cost Bay Leno the match. So then we get Bay Leno and Roxanne at fucking Mania. So that's obviously a given. Am I the only one that thinks Bailey looks like Jay Leno, or am I just a fucking
No, listen, remember, Jay Leno looks like Sergeant Slaughter.
No, but like pull up Jay Leno and then Bailey side by side. Please, can you do that?
No, if you want to do anything, you pull up Jay Leno and Slaughter.
No, just pull up Bailey and Jay Leno side by side. I'm telling you, it's uncanny. But anyways,
Jay Leno grew up 10 miles.
See, Dark Horse agrees. See, Dark Horse knows what's true.
Wait, hold on. Jay Leno grew up 10 miles from me. We're not going to get into the thing about Jay Leno.
I know. Well, no, he's evolved. He's Bay Leno now. He's a wrestler for WWE. He's Bay Leno
because he is an integral part of wrestling.
Oh wait, yeah. He did one match. One match.
And he got Hulk Hogan in a hammerlock and made him look like a bitch.
Oh God, Bay Chino. Hey, let's talk about one thing. Bailey being the NBA All-Star game, though. She was in the Celebrity All-Star game. Yeah, nobody else watched it either. We can go on, though. So,
so I forgot Io's not even in the match because remember, she got cost the match to Liv Morgan because of Rhea. So
let me ask you this. Do we see Jade Cargill next Saturday?
I think so.
And who does she screw over? I think she screwed over that woman right up there in the top left-hand corner. Up here. This woman right here. I think she gets
just say their name.
I think she goes after Bianca Belair. And I think at WrestleMania we see Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Do you think it was I would much rather it be that Bianca was the one that attacked Jade. And I can tell you right now, the reason why I would say that is because you could put the story. Bianca makes a great heel. If you didn't see her in NXT, if you would see her, and the reasoning would be, I'm the EST. not Jade.
She walked in the door, had everything handed to her. I've been here busting my ass, and this girl had everything handed to her. And they forgot about me. I'm going to knock that chip off her shoulder. Here's my problem with that.
You're muted again, Jacob.
Here's my problem.
Again, Jacob.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, here's my problem with that.
You're muted again, Jacob. Go ahead.
Does Bianca go over as the babyface, or does Bianca go over as the heel?
I don't know that one. That one, you got me.
Because I'm saying to you like this: what can Jade do to go over as the babyface?
Well, she's going to be the victim of an assault, so she can actually go.
Here's my thing: Naomi's walked out before. She's got to find a way to change Naomi to get Naomi on her side.
No, she doesn't. Naomi can stay out of it.
Because unless you're going to flip
Hello.
Hey, you're back.
Unless you're going to flip them both.
Holy fuck.
Are you going to flip them both? Naomi and Bianca? Unless you flip them both.
No, you don't.
Here's the thing. Like, am I hurt?
Hold on. Yeah, we can hear you. You're not in the box. You're not thinking outside the box here. They have done that before. Again, they did it in NXT recently when they broke up fucking Cora Jade and fucking, was it Roxanne Perez? But yeah, the tag team champions don't have to be in line with each other for one to flip.
Wait, are Naomi and fucking Bianca the tag team champions?
Yes.
But see, that's how.
Okay, so like that shows everything that you need to know about these fucking tag team titles. They don't mean shit. They got rid of fucking one of the most important persons of this tag team division. They got rid of Isla Dawn. Isla Dawn fucking is way better than Alba Fire, but I'm not going to get into that. But Isla Dawn got eliminated. They literally nerfed their whole fucking tag team division.
But again, like Shawn Michaels has been better in NXT at booking the women than Triple H.
No, it's not about NXT right now. It's about this because like Leland Patterson, Bianca makes WWE too much money. They're not going to switch Bianca babyface like heel right now. I don't think so.
Let me ask you this though: as much as she makes him as a babyface, though, can Jade? Because I'll tell you this right now.
Jade has no personality. Jade has nothing. Jade is not going to go out there and become a miraculous
then why do you do the story? Why do the story?
You're seeing the wrong fucking television because Jade had when the pop that she gets when she comes out, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you want to create the perfect female specimen as a wrestler, it's Jade fucking Cargill.
No, but okay, Pop is one thing. Mike Skills is another. We're talking about again. We're going back to Jey Uso here. Pop is one thing, but Mike Skills is another. You have Jey Uso coming out there with the biggest pop.
Again, we've had this argument. You're not thinking about this. Wrestling is not made right now for you, me, or Gerard. We are fucking.
No, you're right, but they're not going to.
The podcast is called. We are fucking marks. We think we know everything about the business. We don't know fuck all.
And no, I don't know a goddamn thing, but I'll tell you this: like, if they're really gonna put Bianca as the heel and Jade as this conquering babyface to come back, then they're gonna it's gonna fall flatter than Bayley's chest. I don't know, like what. Actually, no, Bayley has a very flatter than Roxanne's chest. I don't know because like it's becoming like I don't know. But I'm glad that they're actually pushing something towards like storylines with the female division that isn't about a championship. Because when was the last time we had a WrestleMania match like for a female, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a female situation that wasn't for a title, you know?
And I agree with that. But can I also just move away from everything and say this? It is so fucking refreshing to be able to be a wrestling fan right now and not know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah.
No dirt sheet can tell you what's going to happen this Saturday.
No credible dirt sheet.
Huh?
No credible dirt sheet.
Let it go.
That's right.
Let it go. I know you don't like David Meltzer. Let it go. I don't like him either, but fuck.
Well, I would like to report. I have I would say Tony did not like that last segment between Mariah May and Tony Storm because
listen, I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, let's we've been talking a lot about WWE in the past couple minutes. Let's talk about the competition. Yeah, that's what I thought. We can go on now.
No,
I
actually,
do wanna bring
actually,
something up.
Gerard,
I do
actually,
wanna bring something up about that. There was something that came out recently about the fucking discussions between
I'm
Shane
glad you brought
O'Mac.
that up, Dan. I was about to bring that up.
Fuck. All right, Shane McMahon and Tony Khan, and how Shane McMahon allegedly wanted some equity in AEW to come in, and he wanted to run the show. He basically was saying he wanted to do exactly what everybody else wanted him to do. Tony, you go sit back and enjoy the show, and let me show you how a real fucking third, fourth generation fucking star can run your program for you.
I wish we could go back and look at a comment I made a couple months back. And I said, when it comes to Shane McMahon, if he's going to have anything to do with this sinking ship, they're going to announce it when? During WrestleMania season. It's funny that this thing that's going on with Tony Khan and Shane McMahon leaked out right now. Now, Jacob, if people have been watching and paying attention really closely to Shane McMahon, he was sitting in the audience behind his mother, his brother-in-law, and his sister this past week in Washington, D.C. Other than the picture with Tony Khan, we really haven't seen Shane McMahon. What's it going to say that from the time Tony Khan, the picture of Tony Khan, to him sitting in the audience for his mom, which, you know what? Bless him. He sat behind his mother. No problems. Guess what? Great son. Other than that, what's it go to say? That this story leaked out the same week he's in the audience to support his mom. What's that go to say for that?
People are lazy as fuck.
No. Somebody was waiting for the time to
I
drop
love
this.
that you literally live and breathe off the conspiracy theory. I really do. But you look, nothing. It doesn't benefit anybody.
Hell it doesn't. It benefits Tony Khan. I'll tell you what, it benefits Tony Khan.
Because something leaked out that Shane wanted to fucking take over his company. That doesn't do shit.
Not take over. He wanted an interest in the company. And I'm going to tell you this right now. That ship is sinking quicker than the Titanic.
Look, I can pretty much tell you how I think it's going to run in AEW. I think Cope is going to beat fucking Moxley for the belt. I think instantly after that, the fucking patriarch is going to come out and he's going to drop fucking Edge on his face and he's going to take the belt because he has that fucking contract still. And then we'll see what happens with AEW.
Like I say, Tony Khan, Jacob, you're mute again. Tony Khan needs to pull the proverbial head out of his ass.
That's not going to happen.
You got the second most powerful man in sports entertainment saying to you,
Repo Man?
no.
Oh.
If you let me have some of the stock in this company, I will come out in a pair. 3 million people would turn their channel on a Wednesday night to see Shane McMahon on a AEW
I know
show.
who the second most powerful person is. Put Cable's fucking the most powerful man in wrestling. Cocaine as a contract.
Well,
It's gotta be cocaine.
Listen, so the person who said that, Cable,
Whoa.
we don't know how many people are doing
Cocaine.
Jacob. But I'm just
All right,
saying,
now,
though,
am I louder than usual or what?
You're okay. Quit fucking with it.
look at he said
I don't know.
blue
I'm not doing anything. I'm just
Quit
saying.
fucking with shit. Ever since you dyed your hair blue, like
I'm not
you're trying to be blue king.
I'm
You're
not
not
doing
fucking.
I'm just saying is like
Here.
Shane McMahon does not need
You gotta echo
AEW.
that, Jacob. Shane doesn't need
What?
AEW.
AEW needs right now. They need Shane
They
McMahon.
need a fucking miracle.
Well, I gotta say, can I be heard right now?
Are you gonna go crazy?
It's up to you. Can
No.
you be heard right
Okay.
now? It's up to you.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, something's happening with my microphone. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I think Shane McMahon sabotaging my microphone. But no, like the fact that even this came out, like I asked you, Gerard, I'm like, do you think like the fact that this even got leaked, like probably scared Shane off? And then like
No, because I'm gonna like I'm saying to you, when we first talked about this in September and October, and I said
this first got leaked.
When it first got leaked out, I talked about it back then, and I said if AEW's smart, they wait till WrestleMania season to leak it out even more.
So here's my question, Gerard, to you.
Don't take this from him. He doesn't have a lot of victories in life, okay? Don't take this from Gerard. He needs this.
And all I'm saying is,
so here's my question. Do you think that this is all like a red herring and like maybe, Shane McMahon showing up like at some point? Like, is there always that possibility?
Okay? It's convenient that he shows up for his mother and then they leak out the story about him.
That doesn't matter. It's his fucking mom.
No. But why did they wait for him to be with his mom in D.C. to leak the story out? Why wasn't it done 2 weeks ago? Why wasn't it done 2 weeks ago? 2 months ago? Why?
Because it just happened.
I'm thinking.
The picture was in August.
I'm thinking Mox and Cope, they're probably really connected to Shane. So I think that maybe there might be a red herring.
And Tony Khan would never show you the toy box. You want to know why he'll never share the toy box? Look at what he does for the football team.
If he's an only child?
Well, I'm just looking at it like from a storyline standpoint. If Shane McMahon shows up like being the one who's pulling the strings for Cope and all these fucking weird AEW FTR people, like against Moxley, because
I'm glad we're going to talk about AEW for a minute because, guys.
Well, because who else wants to talk about it? Because no one else wants to talk about it.
But somebody has filed a lawsuit against AEW.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Nope. What's his name? Oh my God, I'm trying to remember his name now.
Oh, he's a brother of someone, right?
Yes, he's a brother of somebody.
He's a brother of someone more successful than he ever was.
Has filed a lawsuit against CM Punk, AEW, and one other thing because he's claiming because of CM Punk, AEW, and Tony Khan, he lost his contract because of backstage politics.
Oh no! Right. Like that never happens in wrestling.
All right, now let's just assume. Let's just assume that fucking Dolph Ziggler's brother is gonna be this big mid card, not even mid card, like even like a lower level, like a higher level jobber.
You can go into that. If you ever watch any of the Being the Elite stuff, which I used to really enjoy, and now it's fucking trash. But when you watch Being the Elite, he was the worst segment on the show. But keep going.
Well, Being the Elite was always trash because they had fucking Flip Gordon pretending like Flip Gordon wasn't even there, and Cody was. Being the Elite has always been cringe. I'll always defend that. But no, like you have Ryan Nemeth, who is probably the fucking. I don't know, man. Like the fact that Dolph Ziggler is the best of the two, like shows how much creative force lies in that family. So, if Ryan Nemeth, whose whole gimmick right now is, if you watch TNA wrestling, like I'm sure a lot of people do, like quote unquote, a lot of people watch TNA wrestling. His whole gimmick is that he comes out there and goes,
"My brother,
my brother."
Oh, we've heard that before, haven't we, Dan?
Jesus.
Listen, there's a big difference between
it's true to life, though, isn't it?
There's a big difference between being annoying and like.
How you doing, Panhandle?
Again, listen, I'm not a physical guy like at all. Like, look at me. Like, listen, I have blue hair. I fucking all that shit behind me. I'm not a physical guy, but I can say wholeheartedly, if I kick Ryan Nemeth in the fucking throat, he would drop down fucking dead. So, like, listen. Just saying, Ryan Nemeth is not intimidating in any sense. And the fact that this fucking...
Just like you're not.
Yeah, no, exactly. Look at me. I'm more intimidating than Ryan Nemeth. I could go out there and fucking sell... I could be Nick Nemeth's brother fucking better than Ryan Nemeth could. But the fact that fucking Ryan Nemeth has to come out here and... AEW discriminated against me because I was forced to say something about CM Punk. And then that turns into this fucking lawsuit. And a lawsuit for what? I mean, other than that he's a bitch, then like that's the only thing I could like Ryan is a bitch. Like that's the thing. Hashtag Ryan Nemeth is a bitch. But like, no, like this is like, what is he like? Oh, that I was told to badmouth CM Punk, and then that led. Like,
right now, I really
it was assault. Like there's assault charges on here too, right?
What I'll say is this: look, TNA. The only thing I really care about right now is that I want to walk with Elijah.
Hey, well, fuck, God damn it, that was beautiful.
Now, we have somebody here who one-on-one got to sit down, have a conversation with, and actually referee a match with Elijah.
No, I didn't get to do the match.
What the fuck? You said you refereed everything. You did the fucking Matt Riddle shit.
No, I didn't do the match, but I did talk with the man, and I'll tell you this right now. If you remember, Dan, that's the match where he had with what's his face? The guy with the flippers, the scooter, Matt Riddle,
the dumbass.
And that's where we did the thing with the Worcester firefighter. And I will say this for Elias. Very humble man, very humble.
Elijah.
And I will say that, you know, the second coming of Macho Man Randy Savage.
Don't you even fucking say it. Don't.
Hold on. Let me finish. Between a cross of Randy Savage and the Honky Tonk Man.
I knew you were going to fucking say that with both what you just said are blasphemy, but continue.
The only problem with him, and I will say this, his in-ring ability was not the same as his mic ability. Great on the mic. I will give Elijah every credit in the world.
And I don't know why he can't use the name Elias. I really don't.
And, you know, because what does WWE stand for? Walk with Elias. But I will say this.
I don't think he ever said it like that. But
but I will say between his mic skills, I thought he had the crowd in the palm of his hand. Now, whether you call it as a heel or as a baby, he had the crowd in the palm of his hand. And it was lovely to see because, you know, not too many guys nowadays can have that. And he could turn the crowd in an instant. He could turn on the crowd in an instant. You know, it was almost like a three-way combination. Honky Tonk Man, okay, Randy Savage, and Ravishing Rick Rude.
Nothing about Elijah is ravishing Rick Rude. The man,
yes.
Okay, hold on. The man has long hair and a beard like Macho Man. I'll give you that, and a guitar like the Honky Tonk Man. Nothing about them at all is the same. Leave it alone. Let the Honky Tonk Man go. He's gone. All right, he's gone. It's gone. You're not bringing him back. We have a better chance of bringing Repo Man. Don't you fucking. And Jacob is muted again.
Yes, we can. Wait, hold on. You know what? We can hear you now. What do you do? We're gonna hear you. Dan, why'd you say something? We can hear him.
No, you're full
what
of
the
shit.
fuck?
We can hear you, Jacob.
All right, was I being ribbed? Is that?
Yeah, you really were muted. Okay, but there's a match that I do want to talk about. And
all right, can you hear me now?
Yes. Some people
good.
Saying,
what Gerard was saying about like fucking I don't know, like ravishing Rick Rude, like a being Elias, that doesn't mean shit because Elias is Elias, you know. The fact that like he can't even be Elias outside of WWE kind of sucks because, you know, hello, I am like you could hear it like he was awkward. Hello, I am Elijah, and like he had to like compensate for that. But like I say, he had more charisma than Jey Uso ever had.
There you go.
Just saying. Like, I mean,
it's not hard to have charisma when you're out there with the Colons. All right.
That's true. That's true, but it's like, you know, you have a guy like someone like Elias who I think honestly, like I hate that he came back to TNA like this because now he looks better than everyone else on the roster. Like,
well, here's a problem.
He looks better than AJ Francis. He looks better than everyone on that roster. I think him being with the Righteous is the right way to move.
I thought so too. I really did think so.
Hey,
too.
with the crossover,
no, I think having
with the crossover, can he come back?
What?
What's up?
With the crossover they've been using right now, can he come back?
Oh, of course he can. But the
Will we
fact
see him
is,
on
like,
next? Or NXT, sorry.
Next.
I think that the Righteous needs Elias right now, because if they
agree.
had,
I think, I love the
if
Righteous.
they had Elias coming out there with his guitar playing the theme song, the down, 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 like it would be fucking great and be creepy.
Hold on,
The fact is, they have to
let me
actually put the
ask Gerard
Righteous
this.
on
Gerard,
fucking
are you-
AEW television.
Gerard,
They have
are
all
you-
these
are-
great
are
tag
you-
teams. They don't do
Hold
shit
on,
with them. I'm
hold on.
sorry.
Gerard, are you familiar with the Righteous?
Nah.
So the Righteous is kind of like an offshoot. They're not the Wyatt family, but they are fucking Vincent and Dutch are excellent. Vincent is he's very cult leaderish. He's like 1960s Charles Manson.
He's fucking great.
But he's a wrestler and he's talented in the ring.
Okay.
That's your homework, Gerard. When you get a chance, when we get off, look up the Righteous, Vincent and Dutch.
I actually have Access Television. So
then
I
you
can
should-
watch TNA on Thursday night.
They're not in TNA.
He's the only
They're
one.
not in TNA.
Where are they?
They're in Ring of Honor.
They're in Ring of Honor because Tony Khan doesn't promote good fucking tag teams.
Exactly.
Dude, they have.
That's why I never heard of them.
But that's
They
what I'm saying.
establish. Look at this. They establish Brian Cage and Lance Archer as a tag
But
team. Like on the
we're also
recent-
talking about the same company that does nothing with fucking Athena.
Yeah, exactly. Well, see, Athena's under contract. I never knew that because they don't fucking promote her.
She's
They
been the
fucking had a
fucking
story
Ring of
with her
Honor
and
Women's
Billy
Champion
Starks.
for almost 2 years.
They had a story with her and Billy Starks. By
Whoa,
the way, Billy Starks, man.
I want to tell you this right now.
The DMs.
I've been-
Like, come on, slide in. But
I've been watching all this stuff about a certain woman who claiming all these women would be
Get ready
great.
with the button, Treps. Get ready with the button.
All these women would be great to wrestle. All these women would be great to be a world champion. The problem is the person who's saying this, okay, is the woman formerly known as.
Is she? Well, hold on. Is she? Do they call her a belt collector now? Apparently, she's
No, they name her.
Monica.
They call her the Elon Musk of AEW.
oh man,
Jacob's Corner ain't no ordinary space. He rants and raves with that fire in his face. Every word a racket, shaking up the place. The whole block hears him setting his pace. Jacob's Corner where the truth ignites. No holding back, no silent nights. His race cuts through the darker lights. Every last a battle, every word a fight.
Muted again.
was it muted again?
Yes,
Back
you
now.
were.
Back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
My
Okay,
God,
can
you're
you
killing me,
can we
dude.
redo that?
Jacob's Corner ain't no ordinary space. He rants and raves with that fire in his face. Every word a racket, shaking up the place. The whole block hears him setting his pace.
One, two, three.
You're muted again. You were muted again. What the
What
fuck?
the
We're
fuck?
not playing it again. Where's Gerard? Gerard just fucking quit. He's just done.
All right, is it good now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so here's the thing. Mercedes Moné. We have invested too much money on this bitch to the point where, like, she's a belt collector. Did we watch the match that she had with Harley Cameron? Did we see that? Hello?
This is your time. No, go ahead. I'm waiting for Gerard to come back.
No, okay, good. So Harley Cameron, all right. Harley Cameron, she organically got herself over, like in the way that I haven't seen with any single person in AEW. Sans the man, sans the women. She got herself over with her fucking big tits, doing the puppet, doing the fucking thing. It was beautiful. It was near and dear to my boners more than I can ever say. But the fact of the matter is that the fact that they had this fucking void of charisma, this void of talent win this match over Harley Cameron. I'm almost positive that like Harley Cameron has a tryout for WWE, that this is leading up to Harley Cameron going to WWE, because no, this sucks. It has always sucked. this woman like does not like again. Mercedes Moné could kick my ass. She kicked my ass. She kicked Gerard's ass. She kicked Dan's ass. Probably, But here's the thing: if you're signed to a very lucrative contract like this, you should at least like try to make yourself be a little bit everything that I've ever seen about Mercedes Moné is so negative. There's not a damn thing positive I've seen about Mercedes Moné. So maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm looking out for the negative and I'm not looking for the positive about the brilliance of Mercedes Moné. But I'm trying to shout because apparently my mic is fucked up and I'm really pissed off about that. But if this is the way y'all want to go, then shit, I don't know. I mean, you got Chris Statlander out there. I mean, fuck, I saw a match with Chris Statlander and who else? Megan Bain. I was supposed to be focused on the wrestling, but I was focused on other things. But there you go. Put Chris Statlander in the fucking main event. I don't know. Anyways, I'm sorry. Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay. Well, Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like my mic just got destroyed.
So
he did
how
it.
you feel about Mercedes? Yes, he did.
No, I love Mercedes.
Hey, well, he finally did it. He finally did it.
No, I love Mercedes. What are you talking about?
So I will say this.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
What I will say is this. There's one thing I am looking forward to, and it is the rubber match between Toni Storm and Mariah May. They have beautiful chemistry together. I love this segment where she jumped her and then carried her out and said, "What the fuck are you doing?"
No, the last segment they had was fucking
You
stupid.
talking to me?
Yes. What the fuck are you doing now?
The last segment, oh, dude, those are the best. Dude, those are the best. The Buncher Crunch. No, but literally,
Hold on. Your favorite's here, Jacob. Your favorite's fucking here.
I gotta say something about
Sorry, what was I talking about?
I gotta talk about Mercedes Vernado before we keep going.
He combed his hair.
Okay. I gotta say something. Next month is going to be 1 year, tragically, since she got signed to AEW for a 3-year, $9 million contract. Okay. And in the past year, can anybody tell me, with in the chat room or anything of you guys, what has she brought to the AEW product in a positive way?
Positive. I was just going to say $9 million deficit.
Not a goddamn thing. But, she's brought random matches that we have never seen before. She really put Britt Baker. She made Britt Baker question her ego. That's imagine how bad that was.
Fair. Britt Baker
and Jacob, just that you know,
I'll stand on this fucking hill. Britt Baker has every right to feel as egotistical as she wants because she carried that fucking division. She was better than fucking Thunder Rosa. I'm sorry. She's been better than anybody else they put through there. Again, Gerard said it last week. Who else is coming out there and going DMD?
Hey Jacob, just
yeah,
so you know,
but if you step on a bed of thumbtacks and you're carrying the 3 thumbtacks that fell off your feet, are you really fucking carrying anything?
Mercedes. Hey Jacob, just so you know, Mercedes Moné ain't kicking my ass, ain't kicking Dan's ass. You want to know why?
Well,
she doesn't know how to.
Exactly. Well, no, she probably would kick my ass, but she'd be
Well, Jacob,
she could do me because her cousin Snoop Dogg. She could do me with some weed, be like, oh yeah, I got some free weed from my cousin. I'd be like, okay, sweet, kick my ass. I don't know, the fact that, by the way, the fact that Nerfy's in here got me all fucking nervous. I'm all in there fucking
oh, here he goes again. Hey Nerfy, if you only knew what he was saying about you the last time when we went off the air.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, got me all flustered here, but
Speaking of flustered, though, there is a match that I'm looking forward to at Elimination Chamber that's really got me thinking about those old Ring of Honor days. And it was set up perfectly because WWE is rebuilding the wall that was kayfabe. I love it. I love what they're doing as far as making fucking shit look real and make it feel like it's important. We talked about it before. My favorite move is the DDT. But one of the most devastating moves in wrestling history has always been the fucking pile driver. Kevin Owens, package pile driver, Sami Zayn, leading up to this match at the Elimination Chamber. What do y'all think?
I think if it wasn't in Canada, it wouldn't be going down.
Well, I just think it's about. Am I heard again? I have to check.
I don't know. Jerome's got a big white stain on his lip.
Oh shit!
Am I being heard again?
Sorry, I'm
Yes,
using.
you're
I'm using.
good. You're good. Come on.
Okay.
I'm using
Well-
lip gloss. Sorry.
All right. Well, good. So, with the package pile driver, I'm honestly like surprised and glad that they didn't do this earlier because like the package pile driver was Kevin Steen's fucking finisher. Like that was like, and I'm glad that they brought it back. Like, oh my god, this was banned. Like the way they really highlighted it.
They're
Unlike
doing a
fucking
great job with
AEW.
it so far as to, okay, do you remember when Randy Orton, the whole thing, when Orton ended up facing Triple H at WrestleMania, I think it was 25, the build up to that is when he punted McMahon and how devastating that was. Eventually, it just became a normal move in his repertoire. I hope that's where they're going with this.
Well,
Yeah, I'm hoping that like I think that this unsanctioned match is going to lead to Randy Orton's return, and I'm hoping like it sucks for Sammy because I don't see any like situation where Sammy's on the card for WrestleMania.
I'm
But
gonna put it
like
like
this has to, I feel like this has to happen with Randy versus KO at WrestleMania. I feel like a good.
Well, you
like,
say that, but I'm also thinking this is what I'm seeing for Sammy in the next year. Okay, you got fucking Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. I'm not a fan of the fucking blood money pay-per-views. I don't like when they go to Riyadh. I don't give a fuck about that. But for Sammy's sake, I'm going to make a bold prediction here and now. Sami Zayn is going to win the Royal Rumble next year.
Let me ask you this.
I fucking hope so.
Hey, here's a question for you. Toronto, Ontario, Canada, next Saturday night. If anybody but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn doesn't finish that show, it's a travesty of justice. You send that Canadian crowd home happy as pig and slop.
Here's the thing. I think Sammy and KO are main eventing that.
I'm
show.
sorry.
It's not-
I was keeping it clean for the children who could be watching.
Yeah, there's not a goddamn chance in hell that Sammy and KO don't main event that show. Like if they don't, then that's fucking blasphemy. And
That's what I'm saying. It's to have that match main event. And I'm going to tell you this. I want to see a Kane and Daniel Bryan at the end of the match.
You want them to hug?
I want them to hug.
That's not going to happen.
And you want to know why I want them to hug?
Why? Because you
Go
like
after
sweaty
the
men
tag
hugging?
go after the tag team titles at WrestleMania.
What? That's the fucking worst booking. You're going to kill
It's not. No, it's
No.
that can't-
1985, Gerard.
No, here's the thing. I agree with him because the tag team division sucks.
Yep.
Right now. You have the fucking Motor City Machine Guns. You have DIY. Is DIY the champions or is Motor City Machine Guns?
DIY.
DIY is the champions. So there you go. You have fucking Plain Jane Johnny Gargano as a fucking heel. And then
No.
you have Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is a fucking great heel. Like to
Remember, the
point where,
Raw, Raw tag teams are the War Raiders.
No, the Raw does like again. You have fucking two sets of tag team belts with teams that don't mean shit.
You have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hug it out.
The fact that they haven't called up Hank and Tank is fucking baffling to me.
Hey, where's
Like,
Monday
I think
Night
they
Raw
should
next
have
Monday?
them.
Where's Monday
They
Night Raw?
could be. Yeah,
Is
it's
Monday-
like they could call up more teams from NXT. Yeah, but like the teams they have in NXT are fucking lame. Like they have what, like Tyson and fucking Tariki or whatever the fuck
hold on.
tag team that. Like it's the new quarter catch crew with the fucking death guy.
SmackDown's in Toronto. Where's Raw?
I don't know. You're the one.
I'm looking up right now.
Well, see, here's the thing. No one gives a shit. If you would have fucking the War Raiders against the Motor City Machine Guns going for the tag team titles, that'd be fucking great. Because, again, you literally have hired the Motor City Machine Guns. They literally said on commentary, "Oh, this is your tag team's favorite tag team." That is like the best introduction that they've ever had for a tag team in recent years. And like
Monday
they're not
Night
doing
Raw.
fucking anything.
Monday Night Raw next Monday is going to be in Buffalo, New York.
What? So they're gonna have fucking Bailey come out there, fucking role model.
She's from San Diego. She's not from Buffalo.
Well, I don't give a shit. I mean, like who cares?
So they have Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out in Buffalo, New York, challenging for the tag team titles.
Why?
It's not gonna work.
No.
Because they already did that. They won the titles in the main event of WrestleMania. They're the only tag team to ever win the titles in the main event of WrestleMania. Like, and Kevin Owens said it. He was like, he did an interview. He was like, well, we're the tag team champions, but we're not even on this recent pay-per-view coming up. So we're just trying to build up the tag team titles. Like, if they're going to really backtrack from that, I honestly think they could have put the fucking world title on Sami Zayn, because then they would have fucking made a better fucking thing.
Hey, Jacob.
Honestly, the best thing they could have done is have Kevin Owens beat Cody Rhodes in that fucking ladder match that they had.
Have they backed themselves into a corner?
Yes, of course they have.
How?
Because if I was fantasy booking and in Buffalo, New York, with a team that I would love, even though I know they're in AEW right now, have the Butcher and the Blade come out fucking and start whooping everybody's ass.
Well, here's the thing: like you got the Butcher and the Blade, but you got a better fucking tag team wrestler like the Butcher. The Butcher's a fucking great wrestler. The Blade's not shit. So like it's like,
well,
again.
That's for Cubics. Combing his hair.
Well, again, like I said, slide in my DMs.
Well, hey,
I know Nerfy has a husband, but that's an opinion at this point.
I would like to say thank you to the 18.
Does she really have a husband, or
Yeah, she has a husband.
I don't know, but does she really?
She's fucked.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'm sorry. I'm respectful. I'm trying to be respectful. Sorry.
I would like to say thank you to the 18-year-old cosmetology student from the school that I graduated from to cutting my hair today. Thank you.
I'd like to thank the 12-year-old that dyed Jacob's hair.
Okay, well, I guess the spirit of Jacob dyed my hair because that was all me.
Listen. I don't know if you know it or not, but there was a show on before you were born called The Smurfs.
No, I know about the Smurfs. Yeah, no, I'm not that old. I know what the Smurfs are.
Okay. Dan's been called Gargamel a couple of times.
I have.
Hey, I like that comment.
All right.
Okay, so there's a chance.
So.
Hey, she said she didn't have a husband. She said she might have a husband.
Let's get back to the Elimination Chamber. Who's winning? Women's, men's.
I think we're I think we're I don't know. I think it's better off that, like, I don't know. I think we're not going to rule off the opportunity that the Rock might fucking come in. Like, I think the Rock might steal Damian Priest's opportunity. Like, who knows? Like, maybe if Drew McIntyre's the bloodline hunter, right? Like, maybe Drew McIntyre makes a deal. Like, he takes out I don't know.
You're not going to pick anybody?
I'm going to pick CM Punk because got to do that. But I don't know. Like they made it very unpredictable in the way that they made the Rumble unpredictable.
And here's the thing. Y'all are bitching so much about the way the book is going on, but for the first time in fucking like 10 years, shit's unpredictable, and I love it.
Yep, and that's what happened with the Rumble, and then it happened with Jey Uso winning it and tarnishing the whole card for.
I'll put it to you like this, Dan. I think, hey, and your wife might like this comment. I think it's time for another women's pay-per-view.
Oh, come on, man!
Come and please tell him that. Come in.
I don't give a shit.
All right, no. So here's why they will never do another women's pay-per-view, because like of how much like shit they got for it, and like
No, but people really
paid.
enjoyed it. I actually liked it. I thought it wasn't a bad.
No, it was a good pay-per-view, but like again, you had Nikki Bella and Ronda Rousey in the main event.
Ronda, who the fuck is Ronda Rousey?
I don't know who. Like I burped and I fucking I misspoke. Okay, Dad. Like fuck. But
It's.
I mean, Ronda
Rousey.
Well, listen, like Ronda
Hold
Rousey.
on, you're picking nobody. Fine. I'm going to tell you who I'm going to pick for the fucking women's. What I would love to see is Roxanne Perez win it, go to WrestleMania, be the underdog against Rhea, and pull it off out of nowhere. Roxanne Perez is your new women's champion at WrestleMania. What a fucking pop that's going to be. And on the men's side, I'd love to see CM Punk win it. I want to see that program between him and Cody. I don't care to see John Cena against Cody. That's me. So I feel he can win the title. If you want to give him that fucking historic 17-time world champion, fine. Do it somewhere else down the line. Let him beat Punk in some weird fucking – let him be the fucking baby face who beats Punk after like 6 months.
My picks are CM Punk and Bianca Belair.
Well, then that would say that what, Naomi's going to go against Jade?
The women's tag team title, and I hope you guys understand this when I say this. When when Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out, it killed that title.
But see, you're a company guy. You're always going to be.
I'm saying it.
No, he's right.
I'm saying
it literally
it killed the title.
No, it killed the title, but
killed the title
because of what came out afterwards.
Correct. It killed the title.
Afterwards.
It's
like a situation where the women's tag team title, the champions are in the chamber match.
Yeah.
So like, it's a different scenario, but it's obviously kind of the same, because like they didn't want to be in a fucking. I think this is obviously on Mercedes, because like I don't like Mercedes, because look at who we're talking about here, because Mercedes feels like her shit doesn't stink, and like fucking obviously look where it's gone. Harley Cameron's momentum has fucking been nerfed. So certified nerf herder out here.
What I was going to say is, the WWE women's tag team titles, they're going to be coming out.
They don't mean shit. They don't mean shit.
They're going to be coming out with a new title. Okay.
No, they need to just abandon the title altogether, because
I've said it before. I'm going to say it again.
They're going to have
having too many.
They're going to be.
Hold on, Jacob. Let me finish.
Having too many titles diminishes the titles that you have. And
exactly.
Hold on. To be fair, AEW has more titles than fucking anybody, and they fucking.
And like I said,
yes, but that doesn't mean shit, because who is the champions? Who is the champions for AEW?
We all know who the AEW World Champion is, okay? And Jon Moxley, to me, I'm sorry, Johnny Good. Let me tell you this right now. You suck as a champion, and the reason why you suck as a champion is because your owner of your company pushes you to no expectations. Okay?
No, because he wants his owner to feel like he's more than he is. That's really what it is. Coming out here like
Jonathan Good, John Moxley, I think is an excellent wrestler.
He has Renee Young as his wife, so he won something.
I think that he's an excellent wrestler. I think he's great on the mic. I think he has fucking moments of brilliance. I don't like where he's going now. I don't like this whole fucking Death Riders shit. I don't give two fucks about it. You have a lot of talented guys in there, minus Wheeler Yuta, who gets on my fucking nerves, and I wish he could fucking take off that beard because it looks like a fucking troll doll. But again, I'm not impressed with what AEW is doing. I told y'all the day that I was done was that when they aired that fucking CM Punk shit, because it was stupid. It was fucking dumb. You just made CM Punk a bigger star. What the fuck are you doing?
Here's my thing, Dan. And you both will agree with this, okay? Any wrestling fan who watched the downfall of WCW.
You're watching a replay right now.
Think about it like this. How awful was WCW Thunder?
All we need now.
No. Think about it. How awful was WCW the Thunder?
Hey, at least WCW Thunder had 3 count.
What I'm saying
They
is
have nothing.
WCW Thunder was better than what we're seeing.
All we need now for the final. All we need now for the
Absolutely.
final Trinity to end AEW is a
It's
Darby
Vince
Allen's
Russo
mom.
doing another.
No, hold on. Darby Allen's mom on a scaffold match. That's all we need now, and it's done.
Well, no,
No,
we won't
honestly,
see
the
that
next
because why?
time, the next time we're going to see
Oh no, because Darby Allen's
unfortunately, the next
fucking.
time we're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
see-
he's gonna
He's
be
climbing some
MIA.
mountain somewhere.
He's gonna freeze to death on a fucking mountain. That's what's gonna happen. And again,
Yep, that's
for a
the
company
next time we're
to
going
be
to see
that
Darby
stupid-
Allen.
for a company to be that stupid to allow one of their top stars to go, hey, bro, I'm going to go climb Mount Everest because it's a once-in-a-life opportunity. Fuck
Yo,
face.
imagine that.
Hold on. Fuck face. You're wrestling in a fucking premier wrestling program. You're seen by millions of people every week, and that's not good enough for you. You got to go climb a fucking mountain because you're an idiot. That tells you the kind of people they have wrestling in that company.
Well,
I don't like
to
Darby
be fair
Allin.
now,
Well, no, legitimately, that's like me coming up to you, Dan, and be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be doing the podcast because I'm gonna climb Mount Everest," And you're just like, "Well, do you have
That
any
is not even
climbing
the same thing because
experience?"
this is not a multi. We're not getting
No,
millions.
but listen. No, from everything we've heard about Darby Allin, he has no climbing experience. He's not a fucking rock climber. There's nothing to do. It's like me calling you and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna miss the podcast for a few weeks because I'm gonna go climb Mount Everest." And you're just like,
you know what I'd say, Jacob?
Why?
You know what I'd say? Let your dumbass go climb that damn mountain. You know what?
Yeah, it's like climb that mountain and see
Climb
what
it.
happens.
You know what?
Well,
I'm
it's just
not
like,
gonna
dude,
lose.
like
Hey.
this guy, like, listen, like Darby Allin, like he's a great wrestler. Probably the closest we're ever gonna get to Jeff Hardy. Like,
No,
in the
he's not, dude. He's
no.
bro.
Listen to me. Like, as far as
He
my
wears
generation
fucking Daisy
goes.
Dukes over stockings. There's nothing impressive about Darby Allin.
Okay, but listen, like, as far as my generation goes, like my generation, like
Your
I grew
generation
up, like,
ate Tide
jump off
Pods.
shit.
What the fuck?
I grew up wanting to jump off shit because of Jeff Hardy. So I feel like this, like,
That's
new
the
generation.
problem. That is not the good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. So what I'm telling you is, like, Jeff Hardy never wanted to fucking go out there. He never put like, hey guys, I'm gonna die probably on Mount Everest.
No, Jeff Hardy wanted
you know,
Graves get drunk in a bar and talk shit about CM Punk and have fucking his whole life broadcasted about how he's a fucking idiot. Jeff Hardy is not the role model people need in life. I'm sorry.
No, it's like Darby Allin's not that role model either. It's like they see this guy like, oh, I'm fucking reckless. This dude like had a fucking shoulder separation and then went to Nitro Circus and it was like, yeah, my shoulder is separated, but I'm gonna clear this gap. And then like he fucking took a go-kart and cleared
You're
the gap.
not Andre. You may look like his baby. That's about it. We're coming to that fucking 10-minute mark, but I'll say this on the fucking Darby Allin you don't want to know what a Darby Allin is. You do not want to fucking know.
What's a
Is
Darby
that-
Allin?
So,
Hey, wait a minute, hold on.
AEW's wrestling fucking they take great wrestlers and make them look mediocre. Like look what they did to FTR.
No, that's what they've done since the beginning. Like they've literally done that since the beginning. But the fact that Darby Allin is going to climb Mount Everest, I salute him because
I don't. I call him a
there's not a lot of
dumbass.
people that come back.
I hope,
But he's
I don't
gonna
wish
plan-
death. I don't wish death on the guy. I don't. But it's stupid. You have your best program going right now is fucking. From last I checked, was Hangman Adam Page against MJF. Nobody cares. You have the Death Riders. You have John.
Well, let's talk about it.
John Moxley against.
Let's talk
Coke.
about MJF versus Hangman
Hold
Page.
on. You have John Moxley versus fucking Coke. 2 ex-WWE stars. No one cares. No one knows your international champion is. Who the fuck are your tag team champ? The Hurt Syndicate? Nobody cares. Your woman, the only person you care about is Toni Storm. Huh?
You're glad that Dan has come around on the AEW,
I'm so fucking looking out because I was a fan. It pisses me off that they had the opportunity to be something better than the alternative. You had Penta, and in a matter of fucking less than a month, WWE has done more for Penta than his entire career. He was the star of Lucha Underground. He was the star when he was in TNA, and he started out being a star when he went to AEW.
Dan, I'm glad you just mentioned that though. look at what they've done for Ricky Starks in 2 weeks. Look at what they've done
immediately. They've immediately established his fucking name
You
and
need to
immediately
change
established who he is.
You need to change AVW's initials to OVW, the former fucking ring fucking talent creator, because that's all they are now. You go to AEW to get your balls fucking wrecked so you can fucking be treated like shit to go to
Ohio
WWE.
Valley Wrestling?
Yes.
Ohio Valley?
Because they suck.
Well, here's my thing for AEW, and I want people to understand this, okay? You had Chris Jericho come out 2 weeks ago or last week and talk about how some wrestlers nowadays can make 30 to 40 million in a year.
Where?
Okay, now with merchandise.
No, you love like he backtracked on that too. Like when you watch.
Well, no, think about it like this. So, what I'm saying is, so then he goes 30 to 40, 10 to 20. Okay, the 10 to 20 million, I can see if your merchandise is flying off that shelf. That I can see. Okay, I understand it.
They don't even have their own fucking merchandise shop, Gerard. They have to go counter and slide in a fucking pro wrestling team.
Hey, Roman Reigns' contract right now pays him $15 million a year. Okay, that's Roman Reigns, $15 million.
Well earned money too.
Okay, without merchandising, $15 million.
Hold on, Trips. Could you put up Cable's fucking comment to Gerard?
Yes, there is. Because just so that you know, Cable.
What put up the other comment too.
Put the other comment up.
What? Listen, like I know, like, listen, I don't want to talk about Andre the Giant.
I can
hold on, Gerard. If you keep bending over like that, it doesn't help your situation. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know. You keep tucking your head. Look right there, perfect.
Yeah, please change. Yeah, please change the background. Yeah, please
change your background.
Yeah, because when you bend over like that, it looks a little.
Yeah,
I challenge you, Gerard, to WrestleMania.
I'll give you this one. There we go.
No,
Anywho.
I feel like that's worse. I feel like the implications of that is worse.
Anywho, okay.
I once took Gerard by the vice on the WrestleMania.
What I'm going to say is this. When it comes to this kind of stuff, okay. Whew. Oh, man, you're making me lose my train of thought.
I take Gerard on the back of a WrestleMania.
What I'm saying is, when you come to these kind of things, when it comes to AEW and stuff like that, nobody knows where it's going with them. WWE right now, when you look at what they're doing, where they're going to go, they have unlimited possibilities where they can go because you have so many guys that can take you in different directions.
Yeet. Read that, Gerard.
Yeet.
Well, listen, I'll tell you this right now, guy. Hey.
Yeah, someone that can take you to directions. Yeet.
Yep, yeet.
Yeah, it's like, can I just say yeet between like every? You see how fucking ridiculous this is? You see how fucking ridiculous this is when Jey Uso makes a fucking promo? I'm just saying.
Well, you know,
Jey Uso sucks.
Let me ask you this question, Jacob. What?
Yeet.
What?
Yeet.
What's the difference between when Austin was doing what? And Jacob,
because Austin was a better performer than Jey Uso ever was, and like that.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, please. This is going to be blasphemy. This is going to be blasphemy, and I get it. I want you to go back and look at the Austin matches. Yes, for the time, him being a brawler.
Okay, well, let's go back and look at the Jey Uso matches, Dan. Let's go back.
No, I know where he's going to go with this. Hold on. Let him finish.
Jey Uso in the ring is far more athletic than Austin ever was, and he fits the demographic of this
come
time.
on, man.
I'm sorry, but he fits the demographic for this time. Wrestling is not for you. It's not for Gerard. We can enjoy it, but we are not.
All right, well, 13 Reasons Why fits my demographic too. So you're going to recommend that to people?
They're going after a different demographic. It's just what it is.
Dude, I'd rather watch fucking 3 hours of a loop of 13 Reasons Why than fucking Jey Uso winning the world title at fucking WrestleMania.
Let me ask you this thing. Let me ask you this question, Jacob. What is it about Jey?
All right, well, I guess, okay, Nerfy agrees with Dan. I agree with Dan, too, I guess.
What do you have against Jey Uso becoming?
I have nothing against Jey Uso. The fact that he's uncharismatic, the fact that he relies on super kicks, the fact that he doesn't have any presence when it comes to cutting a promo. Like, it's like when he won the Royal Rumble, it's like he got more nervous. Like, I don't know. Every time he has a promo, it's like, and then I gotta.
Nerfy brings up a good point. Nerfy brings up a good point right there.
Quarter, and then I'm gonna.
Look, this is why I love having Nerfy here, because she's someone who's a fan who can actually bring up a different perspective. Perfect.
There's a thing, and Dan, me and you have talked about this.
Yes.
My question is this. Can Jey Uso, on skill alone, put asses in that seat?
And
over popularity.
My answer to you is this.
Nope.
We will talk about that next week.
Oh no, we're not cutting. We're not cutting out right now.
We're
not.
We are cutting.
We do not have a time limit. No, we don't have a time limit.
We're cutting.
No, we're not cutting. We're not doing it.
That being said,
we're not cutting. We're not doing it. I'm not letting it cut. No cut.
That being said,
no,
we're not cutting.
Nervy's saying wait.
We're gonna pull. Hey, listen. I am pulling a Paul Levesque executive privilege. We're running overtime. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, dude. I haven't been on the show with like the past 2 weeks.
Hold on.
You're outnumbered. We gotta stay on.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so because Dan was outnumbered, I have to say, I had nothing else to say because Nerfy's in the chat, so I have to kind of,
So this is what I'll say about Jey Uso.
He sucks. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom.
I think he's talented. I think the guy has every quality. He just, again, you're putting a guy in a position. I'm telling you, he never thought he was going to be in, right? How do you tell somebody, hey, you're going to win the Rumble tonight? And him go, what? And he does it. He has a fan base behind him for everything the man has been through, for everything he's done. Look, he had to carry his brother's situation. Remember, his brother and Naomi got fucking hit for DWI. He's the Matt in the Matt and Jeff Hardy scenario. He's the guy who's always got to put the happy face on. He's the guy who's always coming to work. He's the guy who's always busting his ass. He's always Jacob, hold on. He's the guy who's had to carry all of this shit, right? And done everything. He's been a company man. He's promoted the business. He faced Roman. He played second banana for all these years. Then he got to be the right-hand man. That storyline was beautiful, watching him and Roman face off in the I Quit match and everything they did, right? Building to this. He's always right there, and loses it. What a hell of an ending. Now, I know Gerard says, what happens next? I get that. I understand. But if you look at the longevity of this program, starting out as the guys doing the fucking Samoan war dance before matches, wearing the goofy-ass Sting face paint, everything he did to the Uso Penitentiary, the incredible matches, the Hell in the Cell with the New Day, the fucking tag team in the fucking Elimination Chamber, everything they did to get to this crescendo, this ultimate ending for Jey to become a main event Jey Uso, and finally, on the stage of stages, do what his father couldn't do, what other members, what he can do right now is a big deal. I get it. The man can't talk for shit, but he's talented as fuck. He's not Daniel Bryan.
Everything you just said was beautiful, but like you summed it up without the end. Like he can't talk. He can't talk. He sucks. He literally
couldn't talk.
No, okay, well that doesn't matter. Like, everything about him is a fucking entrance. He comes out there. Like, I would probably get more, like, if I was offering nacho cheese to people and I was like, hey, I'm a nacho cheese man. Nacho cheese, nacho cheese, nacho cheese, nacho cheese. Like, that's basically the same fucking thing. And like you got this fucking goober coming out here, fucking just means they want it, just means they want it. And when he comes on the microphone, I would,
Guys,
I am fucking. Wait, Snarfy. Okay, wait, hold on.
I'm gonna do something I would never
Okay, well.
normally do, and I would be remiss if I don't do this. Prayers to Pope Francis.
Well, I can see on every argument because Nerf is I don't know how Nerfy's like okay. I'm getting all flustered here, but no.
Hold on, Gerard. Go ahead, Gerard. Go ahead.
I just want to say prayers to Pope Francis for all you guys who don't know. He is in critical condition, and I think we'd be remiss if we didn't mention it. Hopefully by next week on this show, he comes out of what he's going through. I'm not that much of a religious man, but I will say 90% of the world believes in this man. So, good luck to you, Pope. But going off from that, I just wanted to mention that.
Fair enough.
And, I will say when it comes to Jey Uso, I don't believe that he needs to have so much for 7 weeks. He has 7 weeks of baggage he has to put on him. Okay? From next Saturday night to WrestleMania, he's going to have 7 weeks. What he does in that 7 weeks, I don't want to see him for 4 weeks. For the whole month of March, keep him off the air. Keep him off.
You're exactly right, dude. Like they need
keep
to
him, keep him off. Let him be missed. Come back the first week of April.
So you say that, and it's indicative of a match that happened at WrestleMania.
You guys hear me, by the way?
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys hear me, by the way?
It's indicative of a match that happened at WrestleMania. I want to say, was it 17? I want to say. The Rock was hit by a fucking semi-truck while he was in an ambulance, and he was gone until the last 2 weeks, right before him and Hogan. And it was a beautiful bring-in. Like I said, because Hogan was never going to match The Rock on the mic. So that's how I believe they did that. What I hope right now, because the way you're talking, is that Gunther does something. He's not going to be able to make it to WrestleMania. I would have taken him out. You might as well find me a new challenger. And then on the last week, he shows back up. That would be great. That would actually add to his story, I believe.
What it would do is it would give the crowd, because you don't want him to phase out before WrestleMania.
But the second hand of that is, y'all, I know that, again, y'all aren't fans of Jay. I get that. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of Jay, but I will not deny he has a fucking feel with the audience that I haven't seen in years.
Dan, you have Daniel Bryan and Kofi Mania going on right now.
I would argue that fucking...
Is that bigger than Kofi Mania?
I would argue that it's bigger than Kofi Mania. I would argue that right now I wouldn't say it's bigger than the Yes movie, because that was a once in a lifetime kind of fucking affair.
All right, so what happens?
All you're missing is the crowd in the ring. That's what you're missing.
Well, I don't even know about that. I don't know. I think if you do
what happens if and when Jay wins the belt? Like, what happens then? Like, you got a bunch of people. You got a big celebration. You got a big celebration. People doing the yeet. You got all that shit, and then it just immediately dials down, because who is Jay going to challenge that isn't going to beat him?
5 pounds.
Jay in the ring sucks. Okay, can we talk about that? Are we talking about Are we forgetting the great super kick fucking battle of 2024? The matter that they had Jay versus Jimmy in the fucking match.
Okay, let that go. Okay,
it's not a matter of letting it go, because
hold on. How many times have we had build-up for matches that we thought were going to be great and they failed?
Dan, if I'm your brother, like if me and you were gonna have a match at WrestleMania, would we super kick for fucking 15 minutes?
I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is how many times we've had matches that are supposed to be great and they end up being fucking stinkers.
No, but I guarantee, like, if the three of us conjured up, like, hey, we have to go out like for 15 minutes in the in WrestleMania, like, I would be like, okay, well, I get to get beaten on,
Okay, well, let me put you in a different perspective. You're facing your brother at WrestleMania.
I would conjure a better match than that.
Hold on. You're facing your brother.
They have no excuse.
You're
I'm sorry. That match is
at
dog
the greatest
shit.
fucking stage that you could be at, the biggest platform ever. You've been
That
dreaming
match
about
is
this match.
dog shit.
I get it, but you're facing your brother at the greatest fucking.
There is no defense, bro. Like conjure up, like fucking rehearse better. I don't know. They did not.
You know what I'm liking
as much as they should.
I would
I'm
drop
sorry.
my sister for a grilled cheese.
Hey, you know,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
Dude,
glad
I
you
have
guys
4
bring that
older
up.
sisters. I have 4 older sisters. My sisters could beat the shit out of me and like
Hey,
create a
Murphy,
better fucking match than
I will say
that
this.
was. That was fucking dog shit. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
Murphy,
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
He
you're not
did. I will
allowed
say
to be
this.
upset.
Let me say
Uso
this, guys.
versus Uso is the worst match in WrestleMania history.
You know, I'm glad you bring it up though, because what if Jimmy turns on Jay?
You know what he has?
Because it already has. It's already happened.
It's been done. Why would he do that? Why would?
And who cares? And who cares at this point?
Because
That's the thing. Who cares?
no, because-
who gives a
because
shit about
he's
Jay
jealous.
Uso being
Because
in the
he's
fucking
jealous.
competition?
He's jealous.
He already did that,
Hey.
Gerard, a year ago. Damn it.
He does
Jay
it again.
Uso sucks. Jay Uso sucks. He's not a fucking contention. Like, he's not
Let it go.
available to challenge for the title. Oh shit, we have a relationship, Nerfy. Oh shit. All right.
Well, I'm not saying.
I get distracted really fast. Okay.
I'm not saying that you don't have a right to fucking think a match sucks. That's completely. Look, that's great. What I'm saying is, a person's career cannot be defined by one match. It can't. If that was the case, how many of your favorite wrestlers would just, we can't fucking like them anymore? They had one bad match. How many bad matches has Ric Flair had?
Okay, but yes, it can because
Murphy.
okay, when you have a situation like this where you're putting Jey Uso, who's had no good matches ever, like can we?
I can't say that because I'll tell you this right now. I was in the Boston. Hold on.
Jimmy.
I was in the Boston Garden when Jay and Jimmy fought.
That's Jay and Jimmy.
Eric Rowan
and Jimmy
and Luke Harper.
Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. I believe Luke Harper has a lot to deal with that. But like, no, Jimmy is like he is like he's a better wrestler. Jay is the more charismatic, but like Jay
Okay, but the mistake,
when your charisma is like,
you're going to bring Jimmy into this. Let's bring Jimmy into this.
But like when your
charisma
no,
hold on.
You just said the word charisma. You just said hold on, time out. You just said the word charisma, and I'm going to bring you one guy who couldn't wrestle worth a shit, but his charisma got over. He was the immortal Hulk Hogan. Couldn't wrestle worth a shit, but he sold everything off his charisma.
To both of y'all, he's bringing Jimmy up, right? Okay, so you're telling me that the guy that's had multiple DUIs can't fucking show up to a fucking show to save his life?
I'm saying
hold on. The whole reason that he fucking ever gets over is because they loved his fucking wife. Always fucks up, drags his brother down in his shit constantly. He should be rewarded with a guy who's been a company man, done what they've asked him to do, took the ass whippings for a year, was Roman Reigns' bitch for almost 4 years, and now he's finally getting his flowers, and you want to piss on that?
No, his charisma comes from his fucking ability to fucking feel that way. Jimmy's the one who's the fucking like, but like Jay has his own issues too, but like it doesn't fucking matter. But it's like their charisma comes from that. Like they've shown more charisma.
Hey Jacob, would you agree with me?
Than anything they've ever shown, like in fucking promos or anything.
Jacob,
like that.
Would you agree on one thing? I can teach you how to wrestle. I can maybe teach you how to talk on a mic, but to be able to get the charisma through the audience, I can't teach you that. That's organic.
Well, listen, like if I'm getting fucking arrested for a DUI, I'm gonna have the most charisma ever, especially if I'm a fucking TV apparently,
No,
I'm gonna
because
have the
listen,
most
Jacob,
charisma ever.
not everybody gets that charisma.
No, not everyone does, but like fucking Jimmy and Jey Uso have that fucking thing. Like, it's not just fucking,
I don't even like I'm not even the biggest fan of Jey Uso, but I'm not gonna.
I don't give a fuck about the Usos to the point where like they're not even the best tag team that I've ever seen in the past fucking 10 years. They suck, in my opinion. But the fact that like they're
now you're fucking just crazy. See now you're hold on. You just got out the fucking door because they have been amazing.
Like I just said,
no, they've been amazing in different circumstances, but like the fact that like they've been handed every single opportunity.
This is why they kept talking. They weren't talking about the Young Bucks back in the day. They were talking about fucking.
But here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
They were talking about Jimmy and Jay against God. They've been talking about Jimmy and Jay against fucking FTR. They've talking about Jimmy and Jay.
Look where the Usos are, and look where God is, and then look at the Young Bucks and all those fucking people.
They outlasted all of them.
Oh, exactly. Guys, I want you to hear what I'm going to say. I've been going to the Boston Garden since 1986.
I'm sorry.
I have seen 2.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I've seen 2 standing ovation for matches. Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, and the Usos.
Well, and
I've
listen,
seen 2 standing ovation for matches.
Here's my point. The Usos as a fucking tag team is better than Jey Uso and Jimmy. Like, the fact that they're trying to push Jey Uso as a single star, it's fucking terrible to the point where it's like, it's going to backfire and they're going to lose money because now they have Jey Uso facing Gunther.
Again, Murphy said something, and I love that. But that's a match I would have loved to see. I would have loved to see the Usos against Edge and Christian.
Dude, imagine if they were fucking in WWE right now. Like, it would be fucking great.
Listen,
this is more on Edge than it is on Christian because Christian is doing the best work things
what I just told you guys from 1986 to 1986 to now, I've seen 2 standing ovation for matches. I'm talking about the same place that used to have chicken wire around the ring for the amount of crap that was thrown at the ring. Now, if you ever seen the movie The Blue Brothers, when they were throwing the bottles at them when they were singing on stage, that used to be the scene in Boston Garden. I've seen 2 matches in Boston. Now, this is when I worked there, when I was a fan. 2, where they gave the performers standing ovations. And like I said, Benoit, Angle, the Usos, Rowan, and Harper.
What happened to that guy?
Here's the thing. Oh, what happened to that guy? What'd you mention? What was the? I don't know. Something happened. But no,
Nerfy, you're wrong. I don't argue with you a lot. You're fucking wrong.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
They definitely bring top 10.
Dan,
exactly.
Let's look like this. Demolition. The Wild Samoans. Okay? Edge and Christian, I'll give them the Hardys. Then, hey, I'll go the Rockers.
Listen, I'll
Strike Force.
I'd put a few tag teams on.
Wow. The Strike Force is better than the Usos?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. I'll put fucking I'll put Domino above the Usos.
Team Hell No. I'm talking about legitimate fucking long-lasting tag teams.
Yep.
If the New Day and the Usos aren't in your fucking list, you've lost your fucking mind.
No, not in the top 10. Maybe the top 20, but not in the top 10.
I think Nerf needs to slide into my DM.
The Road Warriors. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard.
Nerfy supposedly has a husband, right?
For the quality of matches, you're full of shit.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Hold on. Tell me any of those other tag teams that main evented a WrestleMania.
Doesn't matter.
Does it?
Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter. Okay? Let me tell you why. Longevity versus short term.
They were fucking forever. How long have they been a tag team? They just recently split.
You're right. They've been a tag team their whole life.
No, I'm not talking about being born tag team. How long have they been a tag team? They've wrestled the.
All right, so do I have a chance with Nerfy or what? Like,
I will verbally.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh
I
yeah.
can hear you,
Oh yeah.
but y'all are crazy.
Nope.
Why am I going crazy? What?
It's
See, why like this then?
any
Let me ask
fucking
you- let me ask you
any
this, Dan.
metric you decide.
Give
the
give
Usos are up
me.
there.
Hey, okay, wait a minute. See that Dan wants to be on the spot, Jacob? Let's put him on the spot. Give me a top 10 of all time.
Top 10 of all time.
Let's
Fuck,
go, Dan.
Well, number one for me has to be the Dudley Boys because for everything they've done,
Tag-
for
The Wild Samoans 13 times.
Number
the
10.
Dudley Boys have over fucking almost 40 fucking title reigns.
Yeah.
Give
In
me-
how many companies?
My number 10 has to be the Eliminators, and then after that has to be the Killer Bees, and then
Hell, let's talk about Hogan and Savage.
For a cup of coffee. A little
Yeah.
cup of coffee in the big time, right?
coffee in the big time.
Name
Let's talk
recognition.
about the, hey, wait a minute. Let's talk about the Mega Powers. The Mega Powers.
Mega Powers. All right, we got
name recognition does not make
Heart
you a great
Foundation. The
Absolutely.
Rougeau brothers.
Absolutely. The Heart Foundation, 100%.
Heart Foundation, Rougeau
honestly
brothers,
like
Demolition.
London and Kendrick like have the
Oh my
London and
God.
Kendrick. I'll absolutely give you London and Kendrick.
yeah, London and Kendrick like fucking
The
like,
Hardy
they're up there.
Boys. The Hardy Boys. Edge and Christian. Demolition. You know, the Heart Foundation. The Rougeau brothers.
Yo, we're
You got-
forgetting like Deuce and Domino really had like a connection.
Jesus fuck.
Wait a minute.
The
Let's go to the three-man band.
Yeah, no, we're forgetting the 3-man band. Like we have one fucking prominent member of that group, and you know, I think we really need to play the theme song.
No, we don't.
No, yes, we
Y'all are
do.
fucking crazy right now. Y'all are fucking.
Check
out of
your
your
shot, check out.
Hey, wait a minute. Hercules and Paul Roma.
Go.
How is
Now you know you're full of shit because you brought the name Paul Roma up. You're so full of shit.
Yo,
Wait a minute.
I'm kind
Hey,
of. Who
wait a
the
minute.
fuck is Paul Roma?
the Powers of Pain, Road Warriors, the Freebirds.
Nice.
I will give you the Freebirds. I would give you Demolition, but fucking no one.
The
no
Road-
one
the
remembers
Road Warriors?
Powers of Pain. Huh? I'll give you
The Road Warriors?
I'll give you the Road Warriors all day long.
Okay. Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard,
Are you talking about just for the time in WWE? Because that's the only time they were.
no. If you're going to talk to the Brain Busters, I'm not talking about the Brain Busters.
They won a tag team in WCW or NWA. That was fucking the fucking that was Ole and Arn.
Hey, let's talk about Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito.
Oh, that was beautiful.
let's talk. Let's go back at the you said tag teams. Let's go. The Wild
Greatest of all
Samoans.
time. You're gonna put Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito in the fucking greatest tag teams of all time.
The Wild Samoans.
Well, yeah, because you got to.
The Wild. Wait, hey, hold on.
I
Are
would
the
give you the
uncle? Hey,
shield.
wait a minute. Are the uncles of
No,
this? Are the uncles of the
is Nerfy-
Usos? Are
Like,
the
hold on.
uncles of the
Is Nerfy
Usos?
trying to
They're
make
better
me
than
like
their
fall in
uncles.
love like shit?
They're better than their uncles.
Absolutely.
My God.
Yeah.
In any metric. And any did the
Yeah, shit,
fucking
I
you
feel-
said
I feel like
yourself,
Nerfy's
did the
like
Wild
getting-
Samoans get a standing ovation in Boston Garden?
No, they
No.
beat the shit out of a guy in Boston Garden.
Exactly. They didn't get a standing ovation. They didn't earn the respect.
So
of the
you're telling me
crowd.
fan favorite? No, I'm not talking about fan favorites.
I'm talking quality of match. I would
Let me
put
ask you
the
this:
series- I would put the-
Haku and Andre,
that was a gimmick tag team, and you fucking know it. Why don't you fucking go
the
there?
Killer Bees.
Can
I
y'all
like
hear
Killer
me?
Bees.
Like I said, the Killer Bees, the Heart Foundation. You know, you're talking. Like I said, then you go to the Dudley
Our
Boys,
audience
Edge and
is
Christian.
Stupid. I'm
Yo,
telling
can
you
y'all
right
hear me?
now, I would put their fucking series with the War Raiders, their series with fucking. They even got Fandango and fucking got Breezango over. They got Breezango over.
Oh, that was fucking great. Can y'all hear me?
I'm just saying to you, the Usos on in the top 10,
You're full of
top
shit.
20 maybe.
They
Not
are.
in the
They
top 10.
legitimately aren't. Like legitimately. The
Yeah, they're not in the
Usos
top
suck.
10. It's not in the top 10.
The fact that Jey Uso got over is because he fucking flailed his arms like that's what it is. Like legitimately.
I'm not even the biggest Jey Uso fan, but to sit there and say that their body of work from here to now has not put them in the top 10, you've lost.
No, it's not. The
No,
Usos
there.
are in the top 10.
What body of work does he have? He kicked his fucking brother for 25 minutes in the fucking
That's
WrestleMania.
that's not a tag team match. You're talking about a singles match with him and his brother.
Dude, I'm telling you, I could fucking find like 3 episodes of Ben 10 that would be better than that fucking match at WrestleMania.
Let that match go. We're talking
Let me
about
ask
the
you a
tag
question.
team.
Are the
Okay,
Usos,
but no, that
in
doesn't
your mind,
matter.
wait,
Like,
hold on,
if you
Jacob.
had, listen.
Is the
if you
Usos
have
better
a
than the
resume,
Nasty Boys?
if you have a resume and you're trying to prove yourself, like, listen.
Hey,
Well,
are the
I had that
Usos
one
better than
match
the
at
Nasty
WrestleMania.
Boys? Are the Usos
Sorry,
better than
what?
the Nasty Boys?
Well, I think like you'd have to. I'd take a colonoscopy and
So
that'd be better than the Nasty Boys.
No, I'm just asking. Are the Usos better than the Nasty Boys?
Well, literally, I could film footage of my colonoscopy and that'd be better than Nasty.
First of all, you got 25 years to go before you even go that. Next time I have to get one, I'll show you.
Oh, I had to get one because they were
This
concerned
has
about the way
evolved
I
to
was.
now Gerard's going to send a video to Cubics about a fucking colonoscopy.
Yeah, we're talking. See, here's the thing: we're talking about colonoscopy because that's more interesting than fucking Jey Uso being the main event of WrestleMania. So here's the thing:
Hold on.
the fact that Jey Uso is in the main event of
We're not
WrestleMania.
talking about Jay right now. This whole thing devolved into a tag team discussion, and as far as they go,
Because that's all he's good for. He's good. He's going to
but
be.
you're saying that they're not worthy enough to be in the top 10 of the greatest tag teams of all time.
No, he's not. No.
No, the Usos
I
are
agree
not
with
in the
that.
top 10.
Apparently, Gerard
top
doesn't like
20
a copy of your colonoscopy.
Okay,
Yeah,
listen,
I'd rather
in the
get a
top 20,
colonoscopy than fucking
Listen,
deal with like.
in the top
Yeah,
20,
name me.
I would give you.
One comment.
Top 10, no.
Okay, so here's the way I would put it. I'd rather be investigated.
Nerfy, no, you're not.
Well, I'd rather be like getting a
Oh, okay, I'm
colonoscopy
sorry. I
than like
want to
asking
know
to
what
deal
made
with.
these tag teams so good. I mean, that tag team, okay. Every rivalry they've had has been excellent. Them with the Dudley Boys was great. Them with the fucking War Raiders was great. Them with fucking the Bludgeon Brothers, great. Them, I get just them tag team against.
You're talking about stuff fucking 5 years ago, Dan.
We're talking about their body of work from all of this.
Oh, I know, but like, dude, I'd rather get a fucking colonoscopy, man. Nervy's
You want me to read that? Okay, they can stand. They can't stand. They're tag. That's a tag team that can stand on their own.
Who?
The Usos.
Listen, let me question. Here's a question for you. Are the Usos better than the tag team their father was part of?
No.
They didn't have to because they were one tag team. How many fucking tag teams Rikishi had to be in?
No. With Brian Christopher and Scotty Too Hard.
That was a trio. That wasn't even a tag team.
No, but it's true because, like, Dan, like, if me and you start a fucking like parody count like fucking thing, we could get over. I'm telling you.
Very
like,
true.
We debuted like
I'm not
in
talking
2016.
about. No. This is different. We're not talking about the WrestleMania match. We can have a whole other discussion on that. I'm talking about the Usos. If you don't see them as in the top 10 greatest tag teams.
No.
Okay.
No, they're
I don't
not.
agree with that.
I'm saying top 20 maybe. Top 10, no. Because I just gave you 10 teams that are better than they ever were.
You give
I
me
just
10,
gave them.
and I disagree with some
Give
of
me
those.
one. The
All right, I
Rougeos.
got you.
Better than the
Demolition, Enzo and Cass. I
No,
got you.
no.
Three
I'm saying
count.
The Rougeos.
Got you. 3
Demolition.
count. Rujos.
Okay,
Got
I don't
you.
look Rougeos. I think they're better than the Rougeos.
All right, I got you. La
Powers
Resistance.
of Pain. Powers of Pain.
Oh shit.
Warlord and
Hold on.
Barbarian.
Oh shit! Hold on.
The Steiners,
Correct.
The Steiners,
New Age
yeah.
Outlaws,
Okay.
Rock and Roll Express,
Rock and Roll Express.
The Rockers.
Legion of Doom,
Okay.
Legion of
Harlem
Doom.
Heat.
We got the Legion, and
Wait a
also
minute.
we have the Legion
How
of
about the
Doom.
Freebirds?
Too.
I was getting to that.
Yep.
Devon Eriks.
British Bulldogs, those are.
Yep.
Look, I don't agree with that.
Gino Hernandez and Chris.
Hold on. If she can give me 10, and I'll be honest, then I will concede.
We got Drew McIntyre and Cody
Wait a minute.
Rhodes.
I just
Hold
said
on.
Gino
Hold
Hernandez
on.
and Chris
Hold
Adams.
on. Let her finish.
Midnight Express.
I can't argue that.
Brothers of Destruction.
I wouldn't consider them a full-on tag team. They were tag teams sporadically.
Doom.
We got Hurricane.
Again, that was
Hurricane and
WCW.
Kane.
I'm not going to say. I'll say they're better than that.
Los Guerreros.
Again, I don't count that.
Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
I will give you that. That's 7.
New Day.
Come on.
They're in there, the top 10. Yes.
Hardy Boys.
Duke and Domino.
Dudley Boys. Heart Foundation.
Okay. Okay, fine. I can see that they are.
Get fucked!
I can admit it. I'm wrong. But I still think, as far as
I
quality,
said Gino Hernandez and Chris Adams. Dan, Gino Hernandez, Chris Adams. Are they in
Well,
the
yeah.
Hold on, time out. Nerfy, normally I would let you in here, but like I said, we've always had a rule. It's, unless it's pre-booked or something like that, we don't pull somebody in.
Oh, please let her in here, please.
No.
Plus, I need to have a functional cubics while we're doing the show.
Well, I'm functional right now, please.
I need a functional cubics.
Put on a vest or something. I'll get dressed up. Nice.
The Gerardo. I don't know who the
closet's right
Gerardos
here.
are. Who the fuck are the Gerardos?
Guerreros.
I know what she's saying. I'm just giving her shit. I don't know who the Gerardos is. Wasn't that a chip? The Gorditos? No, wasn't there a chip called the Gorditos or Gorditos or whatever? Isn't that something from Taco Bell? Is that something I can get at Taco Bell? All right.
Well,
It's gone
goddamn.
an extra 30 minutes. I've conceded to your fucking tag team list that, yes, maybe they're not in the top 10. Fuck both of you. Nerfy, I would never say that. I got number left.
Hey, when you make a statement like that, you got to be able to back it up. Because like I said, the Freebirds and the Von Erichs. Freebirds and Von Erichs, okay?
I still think that they're up there. I mean, I would argue certain points about that. Some of those tag teams I think could be moved out and they could be moved in.
Now, Dan, the one thing I will say to you, to be fair with the Usos, they don't have the quality of the opponents. A lot of the people who we mentioned.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Now, if you want to go by quality of opponents, we can talk about that. But a lot of the teams we mentioned, look at the teams they went against. The Usos don't have the quality. They don't have the quality of the teams that a lot of people we just mentioned went against.
Okay, so I'll argue that point. What I'd argue about yes, what I would argue about that point is that if we're talking about the teams from the 80s, and I guess they'll move into the 90s and the 2000s, they were facing the same guys every fucking week. There was no diversity.
Well, especially we have like intergender matches coming for the nearest fucking 2K game.
Really?
Yeah, we do.
Really?
Yeah. No. So like,
really?
I feel like honestly
really?
the best.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Dude,
Okay.
I wish Miz would come back and say that shit. Like, if he would come back and be like, "Really?"
We're an extra 30 minutes, and I want to kill both of you. So I think we.
No, but here's the thing: like, if realistically, like, if we're doing an intergender fucking thing for the 2K games, like, go all the way. And by the way, Nerfy, slide into those DMs. Yeah, no. I would just have to say, like, we're in a situation where they have an I almost said interdimensional cable, like Rick and Morty style. That's what I'm describing. But,
that being said,
before we go, there's one thing I got to say.
I'm going to kill you both. I swear.
No. And Jacob, please allow me to say this. Next week's show is going to be very special to me.
Okay.
It's going to be 33 years since I did my last show for the World Wrestling Federation. And for the first time, I'm going to talk about the events that led to me walking away from the company. After we talk about the Elimination Chamber, though.
And that's, like I said, we're going to do that. And for everybody watching, for those of you that have something to say, everyone else has something to fucking say. Everybody else has got to run their mouth. And y'all have never given this guy the opportunity, a fair opportunity, to say his piece. Be here next week. We'll talk about the Elimination Chamber, but we're going to give, as we love to call him, the inside man, a chance to give you an inside look at the fucking truth, not the garbage you're hearing from the panhandle of Texas. That being said,
from Long Island, New York.
That dickhead. That being said, that is Jacob McGovern. That is Jar Burlett. And of course, I am Dan. We are the Marks. This is the Mark Podcast. And we can't do this without my lovely wife, producer Trips. We will see you next week. Peace.
All of you Marks have been listening to the Marks Podcast on YouTube.
Calling all the grappling fans, from body slams to high-flying plans. Join the chat, hear the scoops. Jump in quick, don't be a stoop. We're throwing down in